I thought this session was going to be about exploring the cool new city that we have just entered. I was ready for some shopping, some taverns, and now we're all dead.
That's the most Casimir. That's the most Casimir shit. I thought we'd be shopping.
Hello. Hi everybody, and welcome. We're D&D Boyband, the full group for a change. A group of friends that would like to play D&D Pretty Boys, because apparently it's not fantasy unless everybody's hot. My name is Jamie, and joining me tonight are a group of fantastic D&D players. First of all, returning we have Sai as Quan, with a slightly different background.
Hello. The resident paladin has returned from moving house. I'm back.
There it is. And as such, the party will only do morally good actions from now on, as opposed to the last couple of sessions.
What have you guys been doing?
We actually didn't do anything wrong. Anyway.
I have done nothing wrong.
That is categorically false.
Luke as Arvis, returning from hell on work. Eski as Pod.
Hello. I would like the receipts of the things that we did wrong. Thank you.
There are shorts. They have been made.
You said category morally wrong, not necessarily just bad decisions. That is my caveat.
Well, Ben as Mercy.
Bless the Maker and his water.
And last but not least, Clued as Casimir.
My bad decision making is merely a setback.
So, before we begin, do we have any announcements? Any changes to schedule?
We actually do. Guys, I've been threatening this for ages, but I did actually do a visual update for Casimir, because he's now had a few months in the same outfit, so his hair's a bit longer. So, I drew an outfit, look, yay! I don't know if it will stay in the overlay like this, but you may have noticed I did change it. But yeah, it's like necromancer chic, it's all very cool. Anyway, that's what's going down, so that's why he looks different. His hair's longer, his boots are thigh higher, and there are bones. Yeah. That's my announcement, that I drew another outfit.
We will see the wonderful artwork that Clued has done, and will definitely not literally pose a problem wearing bone motifs around a city that hates necromancy.
I'm sure it's fine. Anyway.
Everything is fine.
So, I've slightly lost my notes, which fair enough. All of you, last session, you held out with the Order of the Shell, Initiate Jorin, kind of letting you all go to sleep. Your aftermath of combat with some dream entity, unsure how real it is, how not it is, the impact of the green shard. You wake up, those injuries still present from the fight. You've discussed it, talked about what it could mean, worried about Fazul going off, worried about what it said to some of you, and were quickly interrupted by a Mr. Ivor Montague barging his way in, telling you all about what has been happening in Sacramar, beseeching your help, your aid, obviously catching up with Casimir about what has gone on, warning you all that he intended to have his mother intended to have Casimir arrested before retreating. I don't think there's anything missing from that, was there?
No, we were chill.
You decided to best not allow Yasivu and the other members of the Weavers to predict your actions. You said that the most unpredictable of you, Todd, should make the decision about when to leave to go see the Sovereign Arbiter. So you rolled dice until it was decided this was the time to go. You went to the Sovereign Arbiter, who did indeed ask you to investigate the Immaculate Ecclesiarchy, who are currently, even before Abaddon's announcement, preparing for war. Mercy remarked the last time they went to war was when somebody was attempting to ascend to godhood. Or at least that was, and lay waste to the Mystic Academia, Mercy, and other people's homeland. Only stopped when the council let them know that they were disrupting the balance within Lukai, otherwise they may well have gone on to conquer more. You reconvened, discussed what that meant, had a little intermission to make sure that you weren't offending her too much, although she did ask you what your worth was, which offended some of you. And she asked you because then it wouldn't tie back to her in any way. That's why the forces of Dominus were not useful at this time. Finally, you went to the meeting in the morning between Ilara and a first court held within Fort Valor before departing to the Stormlands, where Lady Caria Montague was making her opinion and request known that who Casimir was, what had happened, and that she should be allowed to return with Casimir to Dominus. However, Archon Noctival, during this meeting, was asked if she could take you right now. She extended her hand, and in Lady Caria's fury, everyone else's confusion, and Ilara's bemusement, you have been teleported to the outskirts of Alarafa, City of the Dead, literally the opposite side of Lukai, with Lady Noctival approaching you, Archon Noctival approaching you. Looking up at this city, I vaguely described it last time, but I will do it again. For those of you who've seen the map, this whole preserve of the Dead's journey is kind of marked on either side by sea, with a long strip of relatively narrow land for Lukai, and perched in the very center of it, surrounded by mist, is Alarafa. The mist seems not entirely natural in nature. Here, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead is the thinnest that mortals are permitted to tread by the order of the Veil Keepers. Beyond this, as discussed, there are the tomb cities. Undeath necromancy isn't practiced, but is unavoidable, and generally, those of the living are not permitted beyond these walls. The city's architecture, fairly Gothic in nature, soaring spires, arched windows crafted from dark stone that seems to absorb the light. Towering above it, the most notable landmark is the Soul Spire, a magnificent cathedral-like structure whose highest tower seems to reach the cloud. A large jewel almost seems to act as a beacon on top of it. As you look down at the city, it's paved with cobblestones worn away by the passage of countless mourners, celebrants, people of this place. Those of you who've done your history know that during the day, these streets can be quiet and somber, with citizens and visitors alike speaking in hushed tones, veiled gardens, the halls of remembrance filled. However, it is also a city of celebration. Much like the Day of the Dead, people come here not only to mark passing, but a celebration of life. This is most shown during the night time. Lanterns and candles lit up, casting a gentle glow on the kind of painted faces of the revelers, dressed in vibrant flowing garments. Festival streets come alive, sounds of traditional flutes, stringed instruments, and the air is rich with the sense of spicy street food and incense. It's not necessarily a huge trading town, but certainly everybody across Lukai can and do make their way here. Ravens are a common sight throughout the city. Birds are considered sacred to the Raven Queen. They perch atop buildings, flutter through the streets, ever watchful, and mysteriously attuned to the goings-on in their domain. You are unsure exactly who they report to. There are some very famous inns we can talk about should you choose to go there. It is not just a city. It is a place where the veil between life and death is thin, where joy is found in remembrance, and where every shadow and whisper carries the weight of centuries. It is a city that celebrates life as much as it honors the dead, making it a unique crossroad for adventurers, pilgrims, and spirits alike. And you have made your way here. I believe that last time you spoke about organizations. They are the Veil Keepers. These are the ones that rule this city. A religious order dedicated to maintaining the balance between life and death, serving the Raven Queen directly, as well as minor gods within her domain, including Kellamore, God's God. The Spiritbound Circle, a group of necromancers who have a pact with the Raven Queen to communicate with the dead for purpose of guidance and counsel, but no more. They are carefully watched and maintained. It is the only permittance of necromancy within this city. The Guild of Mourning, artisans and craftsmen who specialize in creating grave goods, masks, effigies, a crucial role in the city's festivals and daily rituals. If you imagine, they are the day-to-day leaders of the city beyond the spiritual. The Winged Sentinels, a cadre of paladins and fighters who protect the city and its sacred sites. These are the guards and the protectors of the city, forming the footmen all the way up to the leader of the guard and temple guards. Any questions before we proceed?
Well, I believe somebody rolled high on a history check with the secret Fit Society.
Yes. There are various orders led by and devoted to Merkel, amongst a few other minor gods, that every preserve and every god has factions within there that vie for control throughout Lukai's history. These have not always been the members of the primordial pantheon. Gods, as well as archons, are replaced. Merkel represents a more restless form of undeath, and there are factions and worshippers within this city who carve out niches, who in the hidden places, especially beyond these walls. So yes, if you are to go looking for a secret society of necromancers or those who ply their trade in death rather than the natural preservation of it, you could certainly try, and they do exist.
Right. Cool.
I tell Casimir none of this because that would be like eating catnip to a cat.
His eyes just go wide and he starts rolling around, yeah.
Archon Noctival turns to you and says, "Welcome to my city. Unfortunately, until the matter is resolved," it looks over at Quan, "I ask that you do not leave my sight. We will be taking you directly to the Soul Spire, to the ritual chambers beneath. I have sent word ahead, and the ritual is being prepared. Please, come with me." And she begins to walk away in front of you.
And is it
Looks like
right
a
that
little bit.
last session we finished off with Noctival basically saying, "I don't know whether Quan will survive. It's probably 50-50."
Yeah, absolutely. And also, don't do anything bad.
And
Oh,
so-
great.
Well,
And,
that's not the
and
worst
we
option.
agreed to this while I was away?
Uh,
Yeah.
Implicitly.
yeah, more implicitly, not actively, I guess. We just kind of were like, well, what's the worst gonna happen?
We didn't protest, but I think internally we were appalled by the notion. Yeah.
Esky, next campaign, I'm going to create my character that's going to make your life a misery. Payback.
I'm pretty sure you can do that this campaign if you get back to 2.5.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
Maybe I'm re-rolling soon, huh? Okay.
That's our lawful good paladin.
I mean, I suppose we're following.
Yeah.
You just have to live
Hold
on.
on.
Don't have
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
I believe I promised to
Um,
behave as well, didn't I?
Yeah.
You probably did. Whether or not you do of North. Are you on the lookout for anything as you make your way through? You pass through these kind of, black stone, large gateway, kind of, again, ravens immediately all flock. Always seem to follow the Archon around. It's difficult to be away from kind of the quarrying of ravens. You are given a wide berth and stared at. Mostly the Archon, but the group following closely behind her, it is impossible to not have people in the city eyes upon you notice. You obviously see the guards you aren't stopped. They all recognize the Archon. They kind of step outside of the way. The armor gleaming, well maintained, seems to be sparsely used. There has only ever, those of you who know your histories, been one attempt to invade this part of the world by Abaddon, and it was repelled fairly swiftly and has not been repeated. This is a very peaceful, in the sense externally, part of the world. Internally, there are other trials and tribulations. But yeah, like the Noctival's influence, you walk straight through. Is there anybody we're looking for on the lookout for? Anything you want to ask about the city before
I guess-
you are?
Pod would be paying very high attention to his surroundings. He'd be like almost like a kid going through the small world exhibition, not exhibition, sorry, ride in Disneyland for the first time. Like, this is the place that he's heard of. It's kind of the closest thing to his god. He's super excited. He's really hyped. He just got a big smile on his face. He's looking around as if like it's the coolest place he's ever seen.
I think Casimir's like exactly the same, but for maybe quite different reasons, but the same level of enthusiasm. There's no way, even though necromancy is outlawed, would a necromancer not be thrilled to go to the Nexus of Souls in Lakai? So I think he's kind of similarly maybe like grabbing Pod's arm and pointing out random like spooky paraphernalia and yeah.
Yeah, and like
Everything you point out comes with like a bastard history lesson of everything the pod knows. Like,
And it seems like
And I'd
Casimir's
say
actually listening with actual attention to what you say, Pod. Like he's quite keenly.
the first time.
Yeah, for the first time ever.
I'd say that those of you, as you make your way through, you see, as you're making your way through, things catch your eye. Things shifting, people having two shadows, what looks to be like mist trailing off from everybody. Quan, you are struggling more than ever to keep yourself together. The energy inside you pushes at your very being. This place clearly wants it to be free and it wants to leave. the rest of you feel uncomfortable as well. Not in a necessarily disturbed way, but in not everything here in this city is entirely as it seems, more often than not.
So, as we're walking through, and Pod and Casimir look like they're having a field day, on the opposite side, Quan is walking, looking probably pretty pale, like he's sweating a lot, probably mumbling his prayers and potentially things that he wants to, get off his chest before maybe going to his doom, question mark. On that question, though, do we have any indication where this energy Quan has inside him is going to go when it's released?
I haven't asked specifically.
Oh my god.
Are we... And have we said that we want to channel it into the Whirlwind Lantern?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. We have mentioned that.
But we don't know where... Potentially, we don't know where it's going to go, other than that.
I think so. When we approached her, it was with the hope and understanding that the Archon of the Raven Queen would be interested in releasing souls to their rightful place and sending them back into the ether of where souls naturally go, I think is the conversation we had. I guess we didn't press her on that, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
We just kind of took
Great.
it as gospel that was her thing, and she's the champion of the god that does that, so surely it's all fine.
Wonderful. Well, in that case, he's also potentially apologizing to Tyr in advance of what he is about to do.
Sure. This city is not bereft of neediness or poverty. It's not. There are kind of, soaring spires, but as you walk through it, there are markets, there are slums, there are houses. It is a working, living, functioning city, and you are being taken towards what clearly is the back of the city, the furthest part. It's a long walk through the center, so you get a good sense of kind of the size, the depth, the breadth of the city, and it's clear, the further you go into the city, the less crowded it is, the less busy it is, the more clearly religious in nature. And the more you see what perhaps is pointed out to you, what would you know as to be either members of the Winged Sentinels or the Veil Keepers. You see no signs of the Spirit-bound Circle. You have some idea what they may look like. None of them are on the streets. The Veil Keepers, however, are all similarly to Archon Noctiveil, wearing motifs representative of the Raven Queen or similar gods. However, they are all wearing thin, kind of, as expected, thin veils, not made of chain, some kind of transparent silk or something that you can just about see through, but not quite enough.
Bene Gesserit vibes.
Yeah, Bene Gesserit vibes, yeah.
Casimir probably elbows Pod at some point and says, "Isn't it a little on the nose that the Veil Keepers are wearing veils?"
He looks a little bit puzzled. He's like, well, of course. When that is what
I
they...
assumed it would refer to a geographical veil, but I suppose I'm proven wrong here.
Maybe not. Maybe we've been somewhat misled. Maybe the point of their sect really is just to keep veils on their head.
Long flowing robes, deep grey, hoods always up. Veils indeed. However, different heights, different sizes, different builds clearly denote different races, sizes underneath. It's not, uniformly human or anything else. And you can't quite make it out. It's clearly meant to be dehumanizing or anonymizing in some way.
Okay, though obviously he's having a field day and the best day of his life. If we pass anyone who maybe looks like a guard captain or someone important, I think he would try and meet their eyes and just maybe just try and have someone clock that they are walking with the Archon and assume that will later be useful as they travel around the city to be having been seen with the Archon.
It doesn't lose sight. It's not lost on you that the further into the city, the clearer, the less people there are. You see other people actively being turned away who look like tourists when they're kind of walking down this way. I will say make a persuasion roll to try to get somebody to remember you.
A persuasion roll. I have advantage because it's a really handsome new outfit. 14. Okay.
Okay. You hear somebody referred to as Captain Ezra, who you attempt to make eyes with and does meet yours, but what that means, perhaps you'll see later.
Okay.
Somebody wearing slightly finer armor than the rest in one of the checkpoints you go through. You blip just past it. The Archon doesn't, even stop, and nor do you. But yeah, Captain Ezra, should you wish for the reference. You are being taken, as you swiftly realize, to the largest temple in the center, the cathedral I mentioned earlier, the Soul Spire, which those of you who have knowledge of the history of Lukai, which I think would be everybody except for maybe Quan and others, during certain festivals, the jewel, and during the entire month of Harrow, the jewel on top of this lights up with a kind of ethereal, glowing, bright light that's, for some say, is lighter the further you are away from this city, and acts as a beacon for all the souls that go through Lukai. Currently, it's very dim. It is literally the opposite time and to its peak. But you know that this jewel, or whatever it is, serves as the end of the dead's journey. They make their way here, they pass through the jewel, they go through to the Raven Queen's domain. Or they should. The stone here is made of something different than the rest of it. It seems to shimmer, absorbing and reflecting the light, the stars, the sun. Almost looks as if this place belongs to a different world. Carvings intricately depicting various celestial and spiritual symbols. The 12 motif repeated across and across, as is important in Lukai. Spire kind of spiraling upwards, but it's not. You get to the gates, so the doors, and they begin to kind of croak open. But as you all kind of, especially Casimir and Pod, I'd say, peer in excitedly, you're not taken in. You're walked to the side, and instead, doors kind of obvious up to the basement, and you are instead mustered down as you follow the Archon underground. No less intricately carved, no less well taken care of, but kind of as these hit, the cold air hits you in the face, and the slightly musty smell of eons past as you walk down. Very light, so very dim torchlight, keeping some semblance of visibility in place as you step downwards and downwards, probably walking for about 5 minutes, as the Archon eventually, finally, after just walking fairly determinedly, turns around and says, "We are approaching the central chamber beneath the Soul Spire. It is where I believe this ritual has the greatest chance of success. We have prepared several artifacts that should act as beacons and support during this time. Before we go on, rarely in the history of this world has such energy been combined together. I must ask, what does it feel like?" Pointing at Quan.
Sorry, I was momentarily distracted by some kind of.
It was the cats
AI.
pressing their button.
I'm very sorry.
Oh, I see.
I wonder what the sound was.
What happened? I'm confused.
You know those little buttons where you record your
Yeah.
voice and the cats have been trained to press it when they want stuff?
Right, got it.
One
Okay.
of the girlies were
Sorry.
sat there slamming all done.
Sorry,
we have been
gang, gang.
We have been redeemed, by the way. Thank you, Siggy, for Quan's deepest, darkest secret, which may have to be revealed after the break. To give you time to think about it. But Archon Noctival has turned around and asked you what it feels like to host so much soul energy.
I couldn't possibly describe it. It's horrible to know that anything could happen to it if I'm not strong enough. It feels powerful, but in a way painful. I'm certain I'm not the type of person that could ever enjoy something like this.
Do you hear anything? Do they speak to you?
Yes, it was louder at first, but I suppose I've learnt to drown it out. I can hear people talking, whispering, sometimes louder. He's kind of looking cautiously at her. Like, what's her reaction to that? Like, does she look just mildly interested, or does she look vaguely turned on? Like, what's the vibe here?
I'd say like intense interest. She's trying to hide it, but clearly fascinated by you.
Do you know of anyone that has experienced this before?
No, you should be dead. Not in the brought back way, but it is an affront, an insult to all my God holds dear and understands that you stand here today. And
I
yet
think
you
he's very
don't.
noble, actually. He says kind of sheepishly from the back.
She stares at you.
He just immediately shies away and stares
Casimir
back at
just
the ground.
elbows Pod. Like, that's a me comment, not a you comment.
No guilty in denying what she is owed. Your fate will be decided in the chamber ahead, should you choose to go through with this. This is your last chance. Once the ritual begins, there is no going back. Either these souls shall be free of you, or you shall join them in passing on.
Archon Noctival, may I ask for some clarity about the happenings of the ritual? As I indicated when we first asked you, I had some thoughts around how we might achieve this. I have some talent in moving this sort of energy from place to place. Is there any assistance you would require? Or is this something you have entirely in hand?
The souls are restless and angry. Blood magic is not... I seem to struggle with the words. The correct order of things. They have been ripped unceremoniously. And they rage and they fight. They will need to be quietened as part of the ritual. You will need to assist, as will you all. Your soul, points to Quan, will need to be protected as they attempt to rip it apart.
And what do you mean exactly by protected?
All of you will be sent into the place between, and it will be with our assistance. At least that is what I believe from the writings I have consulted. There will be... The spirits will attempt to assault you, point to Quan, and the rest of you. And you must hold out until we are complete. Failure to do so
Takes a big deep breath. Like gulp.
will result in Quan's soul joining the others.
And what of our souls? Are they on the line by any chance?
I would advise dying in any realm if you do not want to. I cannot guarantee your return or your whole return. What you have done, what you have endured, is unheard of. We are all in unforeseen territory. I doubt Savras could even know where this goes.
He bites back the urge to say something very rude about Savras.
Well,
Please, I will show you the chamber and the items we have prepared.
Thank you. I need a minute or two, and Quan is gonna walk over just somewhere, I guess not quieter, but a few paces away. And Quan is gonna pray to Tyr and ask for Tyr's guidance. Whether Tyr says anything, I don't know, but I guess just
Yeah, roll
is
a
this the right choice?
roll a d100.
Okay, D100, where are you? 76.
Okay. Far off in the distance, you see a set of scales, balance, and it's the kind of throwing to and fro. Sorry, throwing to and fro sounds awful. Swaying to and fro. In one, there's a heart, in the other, a feather. They balance, and from that, there is a certainty you feel that so long as you know yourself and those around you are true in their intentions, you shall succeed.
Wonderfully vague, as all God's messages are. Thank you, Jamie.
Wait, Jamie, a feather has no weight. How can a feather counterweight or counterbalance? Wait.
I'm going to send you a book
What
on
if-
Egyptian
what if-
mythology, and
what if
you're
there
going
are-
to deal with it.
Sorry to invoke the old past traumas.
What weighs more, a kilogram of feathers or a kilogram of hearts?
A
How
kilogram.
much does like when we're talking about there was a heart on this scale, are we talking about like a wet beating
Eating heart,
human
yes.
heart?
It was a love heart.
Yes.
It's
Like
quite
this is-
ooh, sparkly little ooh.
Just
Okay, I
just
forgot.
checking.
Okay.
Could have been like a cow's heart or some shit.
What a
Whatever
big ass heart.
makes
It's a
the most
giraffe
sense in your
heart.
brain.
Sorry, what was that, Jamie?
Whatever makes most sense in your brain. What Quan sees as a heart, but it's a heart, a beating heart.
Okay. He just sees Alara going, ooh.
You can do it, Bessie. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Quan's gonna walk into the room then.
I'm gonna quietly say to the group, it doesn't escape me that we are putting our lives on the line for Quan, which is, of course, no issue. But of course, remember, I don't know if you have any intention in helping me in the place from whence I came, but it's very possible this isn't the last well of blood magic we'll have to encounter. So it's important we know how to handle it.
I only
So-
have one plot device this entire campaign. Hope you're ready for it.
It's gonna be endless blood magic.
And
Oh
another
no,
one.
it's blood magic again.
More blood magic.
So, if you need any further motivation than just the pail of helping out our dear paladin, let that be it. We might learn something here.
So,
He'll follow
entering the
into
room.
the room.
Entering the room, presumably one by one, there are several veil keepers, different. You can clearly see different ranks, scattered around in a circle. There are 11. Noctival moves to take the position, third preserve, as and look around. You see a couple of objects have been amassed for this. There are a set of scales. However, rather than a heart and a star, there is a circle, a black orb inside with a lightning bolt. On the other side, there is a simple white cross made of light. There is a compass that is spinning completely erratically. You see that kind of stars are spiraling off it from either side. But it's there's how many items are there? Sorry, there are 5 pillars, 4 items currently. Can you sporadically? There is a book down on one of them. There is a book made of some texture that Casimir, you can't help but think looks like human skin, and a kind of face screaming carved into the center, and its pages, it seems to almost be, it's bound shut. It almost seems to be fighting to be open. And on the other side is a silver chalice adorned with red rubies that seems completely empty.
What would I make of the skin screaming book? Is that like a notable artifact? Would an Arcana check tell me anything about?
You can try an Arcana check on any of these items. You might be being told about them in a second.
Okay, I'll wait. I'll hold fire.
Bro, it's a screaming skin book. You know, it's the ancient tome of great evils.
It might be.
That's actually a Thayan bedtime story. There's nothing special.
So,
We read those to
the
children
officer
in
says,
Thay. Meaningless.
the Whirlwind Lantern, please, and notions for it to be put on the final pillar.
We totally bought that.
You
didn't
can
we?
all go on 20 if you want to.
Left it
You
with
did
Lara.
buy it. You did bring it, or else.
Someone just goes, "Oh shit, we forgot the lantern."
You can all go on roll 20 to see what this chamber looks like.
Roll 20.
Aladdin, give me the lamp.
And assuming any one of you goes and puts it on there, it says, "The Veil Keepers and I have gathered items that should gravitate souls. They will pull them closer. They will support you in your trials and tribulations, but they will ask something of you. Scales of judgment will weigh the good, the bad, all you have done in your life, and grant you a boon, should you evaluate it truly. The compass of destiny will guide your path if you help start it and guide it toward what it is you want. The tome of eternal whispers holds your fears. Know it to know yourself. The chalice of redemption will heal you, should you only speak what has never been spoken. I'll tell you the mechanics of all of these in a second, that's fine. All of these will aid you during your protection of Quan. It will take us approximately 1 minute to complete the ritual. 10 rounds of combat. Peace. And you see that kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of you, right? Yeah, 5 positions. 4 positions have been laid. Quan in the center have been laid out for each one of you to take your place.
So I'm guessing the
So you,
Tome of Spooky Whispers was skin book, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you look at the roll 20 thing, you have the scales, you have the compass, you have the lantern, which is definitely not Thresher's lantern from League of Legends. The Book of Darkness. I mean, the Book of Eternal Whispers and the Chalice of Redemption. Everybody can probably, hopefully, make out which is which.
Okay, remind us what the mechanicals of these objects are.
I will do when we get there. Basically, the way it's going to work, you don't currently know what the lantern does, but the others, I will say, if you interact with them during these fights, they will require something of you, be it a skill check or something. And should you answer or succeed, you will be granted a benefit during the fight, and they are not a one use. They can be reused. The Archon Noctival also says, during this fight, some of you will be required to hold or channel the energy for Quan. It is essential that this is done. During this fight, I believe you will see areas that you must stand and concentrate towards Quan to alleviate his some of the energies with him so that they are better dispersed and do not rip him apart. I know this must be full of trepidation. You must all be full of trepidation. I am unsure as to how this will go, but it is what my lady has told me is required to alleviate their suffering. And she says there, and clearly referring to the souls necessarily rather than Quan. As has been made fairly clear, Quan surviving is a positive outcome, but not necessary for this Archon.
Jamie,
Excellent.
am I, as part of preparation, in whatever time I have, try and do a weave read?
Yeah, sure.
And
Onwards.
On who?
on one.
Go for it.
And I am looking for the things that Mercy could do to give Quan the most likely chance of living.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Based on how well you roll, I'm going to reveal to you what the benefit is from any of these items, depending on how you do.
6 and 65.
Okay, I will give you 3 out of 5. Would you tell the group immediately, so that, or would you keep it to yourself?
I tell them unless telling them would affect. Do you know what I mean?
No,
like
no.
affect them doing something. So yeah,
So
if it wouldn't, then
3
I'd
out.
tell them.
So 3 out of 5. Sorry, 3 out of 4, because you don't know what the Warlock Mountain does. Interacting with the Scale of Judgment successfully will strengthen your resolve during this encounter, giving you +2 aid to AC and +2 to attacks made for the next 2 rounds. Enemies have disadvantage on any saving throws they run. Interacting successfully with the Compass of Destiny will give you advantage on attack rolls for the next 2 turns. Interacting correctly with the Tome of Eternal Whispers will make you immune to fear for the next 2 rounds. Any of these buffs are for 2 rounds. You will also know that areas within this chamber are going to light up with blue ethereal light during this thing. Someone needs to stand in there and channel once every round to continue the ritual.
Oh, so we have like move it. It's like soaks appearing. Go soak the blue light.
So you will need to defend each other, defend Quan. Interacting with these objects will give you benefits for the fight. You need to survive 10 rounds. Those 10 rounds include people channeling on the blue lights that come up during the fight. You don't know what the items ask of you. You don't know what some of the items do. And you don't know what you're going to fight. Is that semi-clear at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone channel? Is this a Magic Boys channeling?
Anyone can channel. It's an action. It can be reduced to a bonus action by interacting with something, but we will talk. You have to find out what that is.
Do I have any indication of what would happen to me if I die? Like, will I just be lost to the ether? Will my body be there?
You have been told that your soul will join the others. So it's possible if it's going to end up all in the Whirlwind Lantern, you'll end up in the Whirlwind Lantern. If you're all going to pass on, you will end up in whatever version of the afterlife there so is in Rukai.
Great. Thanks.
You will all have 1 round of preparation to begin.
Don't worry, I'm a necromancer. I got you. Death is merely a setback.
Shut the fuck. If Casimir tries to fucking raise me from the dead or whatever the shit necromancers do, can someone please just kill him?
Yeah.
You all
Like a resuscitate tattoo on my chest. It's just like,
I will say, sorry, I'm going to go get a drink. But before we go, Quan, you have access to all of your powers during this fight. if there anything you would like to say to each other or do buffs beforehand, speak now, or whoever hold your peace, and we shall begin.
Yes, I would
yeah.
like to cast Aura of Purity on myself. Please.
Or a purity.
I'm a very pure person.
That should be stale.
Yeah.
Go for it. You just need
Okay.
to do it. We'll discuss tactics. Also, discuss where you want to start in the room because you will have one round before the ritual officially starts to go defend.
Your
So, put
virtue is
yourself on the
safe
map
with
for-
you.
Yeah.
Who wants
put
to do
yourself on the
the
map.
channeling?
Well, it doesn't make sense for range boys to do it. Shall I just like zoom around and try get him? Because I assume once people are in melee, they're not gonna have an easy time leaving that to go channel. So maybe me and Pod? Like, is Arvis often
Odd?
crossbowing as well?
Yeah, but Arvis's range.
So the three of us probably are the designated.
As for the bonuses, I don't gain a huge amount for plus hit. I mean, AC is obviously good to keep me up. And I can't. What else did the AC one do?
It gave them disadvantage on saving throws.
That one
against you.
feels really
Okay,
sick.
that's strong for casters. So, yeah.
I'm-
Also, I want to cast
Yeah.
Beacon of Hope on everyone.
I'm gonna wait. I can't summon Mateus because the Archon will fucking
No, you cannot. Do not.
choke the life
not.
from me. So I guess I don't have
Do
that
not
class
come.
feature. I will not come.
I will say that the veil between life and death is one out of her vision.
So that's a DM said it's okay to
Ooh.
use my class feature.
Yes, it's okay during
Yeah, it's
combat.
okay
Don't do it
To use
beforehand.
your class feature, yes. During combat.
Mm.
You have one round where you get to position yourselves.
Okay, I'm gonna manifest my boy.
So I will say that you've all taken your position. You, as the people around you begin to chant Quan in the center, there is that energy inside you begins to pulse. It begins to almost fight against you as your body, the kind of inside begins to resonate with the rhythm of the chanting. Noctival stands there and you see energy begin to flow through her, causing a circle around you. And then all of you, you feel your energy and your soul step out. You almost step forward or look back and you see yourself sitting there glassy-eyed staring forward. It's a bit weird that you can all like see each other. You see the Archons as the Archon is slightly so each person in this room, including yourselves, have a very small shimmer of light to them. The Archon is a bit brighter than everybody else. Quan in the center is like a beacon of bright light.
I feel incredibly inadequate.
So everyone,
wow.
Everyone has just before, like, so don't forget, you have advantage on Wisdom saving throws, Death saving throws, and you regain the maximum number of hit points from any healing.
Alright. Alright.
Sorry,
The
forget
light
it.
is just a visual representation of your virgin energy.
If you could all attempt to move to where you would like to be for the start of combat.
Okay, can we go over the mechanicals? So the one on the right is like the big buff. That's the 2 AC saving throws.
That is a 2 AC to saving throws and attacks made for the next 2 rounds. Enemies at disadvantage on saving throws. The compass gives you advantage on attack rolls for the next 2 turns. The Whirlwind Lantern, you don't know yet. The Tome of Eternal Whispers means that you remove all fear and ill effect, as they such shall be. That includes temporary HP reduction.
Ooh.
And the Chalice, you don't know what it does. But interacting it will tell you what you need to give it.
Can someone write these down? I feel like I'm not going to remember this.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I will
Mm.
keep track
Actually, already
in an
forgotten.
Excel document for the sake of what this does. But
Can we activate one of these before the ritual starts? Or
no.
Of tactics on Warcraft Tavern.
But if you roll over a 20, you will. If you activate 20, you will go before anything starts. So, seeing all of that, looking around, you all begin to scurry into position. You go from side, and Quan, you are active during this. We will all roll initiative as you can one by one. So, who am I missing from the map? Arvis is on here. Mercy's on here. Quan's on here. Sorry, Mercy's on here. Arvis, Casimir. Am I missing? There is Quan and Pod.
I'm in, boys.
Yep. You'll notice, by the way, that. Sorry, we'll do that once we've done initiative.
I mean, it feels like right scales
Oh.
miss, yeah?
Nat 20 on initiative. I don't know how I'm going to use this, but I got it.
Mine's good.
Well, Jimmy just said that you go before everything starts.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you
Well,
get over
what I meant
20, yeah.
is I don't know what to do. Not I understood that I get to go first. I just have no idea what the right.
Okay,
decision is.
so Quan 16 initiative, Mercy 18, Pod 20, Arvis. Wait, Mercy 23.
Sorry,
It didn't add my dex.
Okay,
Yeah, it didn't mind either. It's +2, so I'll be 22 technically. I'll
Okay.
change it.
sure. Arvis, when you're ready.
bear with us. That is a. I didn't add my dex either. 20.
Round 20.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Is our lowest
Uh,
initiative 16? That's insane.
that's disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, so the energy inside, there is a beam shot from an octave out. Quan, it hits you right in the chest, and the energy inside you explodes out. All of you feel as the souls rush past and seem to attach to the walls. Several of them, however, attach to you, and you they begin clawing at your actions. You will take 1 point of damage.
Oh, heavens.
As that happens, and a ethereal blue circle appears. Look at that! Wow, reduction. Can everybody see that on the map? Those of you, everyone see that? That's good. You will need to stand there and channel. Mercy, Arvis, and Pod, you may all act before anything negative happens. Starting with Mercy.
I would just
Yeah,
like
but-
to say, just to clarify, before combat, I said I cast Aura of Purity. That is a 30-foot radius centered around me, I think. Yeah, centered around me. Everyone who's non-hostile cannot become diseased, has resistance to poison damage, advantage on saving throws against effects that cause any of the following conditions: blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, and stunned.
Shit.
That's 30 feet around me.
I would
That's
also
tough.
say that is good. I would also say all of you, except for Quan, have the option at any point to eject yourself from this fight.
As a permanent ejection.
You will
As in-
permanently have left this fight
Okay.
and leave the others, predominantly Quan, to
Sounds
their
like
fates.
sounds like a little bitch maneuver to me.
It also does to me.
For once, I agree with Casimir.
Well,
He,
you know,
he would probably say that. Yeah, sure, that's in character.
I think he
probably,
was a little bitch. I don't think it's a terrible idea.
So, Mercy, you're
A
first as the
representative.
artifacts immediately light up.
Yeah, I
You
put my
attempt to
hand on the
interact.
scales and I attempt to
Okay.
interact with it.
Okay. You see your life as it was lay before you, each action weighed, and you are asked your best and worst action.
Ooh.
Good question. Mercy's best action would. God, I fucking hate that, but I think their best action is actually having helped Ilara, having ensured Ilara's coronation. I think they think in terms of greatest number for the greatest good, and I think that hits. I think that hits their pride on that. I think their worst action is. The woodsman they killed who begged for mercy.
Okay. And with that, the scales perfectly align. By the way, all of you hear that. That's not only for Mercy's ears. As the scales perfectly align, the scales flash out, and for the next 2 rounds of combat, that buff is active. And you all feel the resolve. You stand there, you look around at what is to wait, what is to come, and you know that you're here. You're here for Quan, and you're going to do this. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Mercy?
What was the buff? Sorry.
+2 to AC, attack and attacks made for the next 2 rounds. Enemies have disadvantage on saving throws.
Is it just on Mercy, or is that
Everyone, all of you.
Oh, it's group wide. Oh,
But it
right.
only lasts 2 rounds, so if you want to reactivate it, someone else is going to need to give up some secrets.
Y'all, what do you think happens if you
Advantage
try
on
and
attack.
Juicy secrets.
what do you think happens if you try and lie to these objects?
I
Asking for a
imagine
friend?
you don't get the buff.
Why don't you try it?
Yeah.
Sending. So yeah, sorry. Pod, you're next.
Well, we already have that buff. There's no cooldowner. We can go do immediately another one. So what were the other buffs again? One was of the ones we didn't know. We had the Book of Whispers and the
So
Whirlwind
you
Lantern. We
don't
don't know
know-
anything about.
You don't know the Woman Lantern. You know that the book's probably not worth it because nothing bad has happened to you yet, but it will remove it if you choose to. The compass gives you advantage on attack rolls for the next 2 turns. The chalice you don't know.
After casting Beacon of Hope on everyone, I guess we'll go over to the chalice and just.
I'm gonna say for this first round you can get a little bit of movement more than you probably would because that's
Yeah.
quite far. Yeah.
If I was allowed to walk over to the
chalice,
chalice beforehand, yeah.
the chalice asks you, speak the untold and be granted the elixir of life. It asks you for secrets that have never been spoken.
Fuck. I mean, all Pod does is talk all the time. Like, what would he have not wanted to talk about? He's not got much to hide. I guess the only thing would probably be that he desperately didn't want his brother to die, even though he told everyone that he was like, he was the one that conducted the funeral and everything, but internally he didn't want him to die. He didn't want
That's
to go.
really sad. Holy shit.
A small trickle of a red liquid. It doesn't look thick enough to be blood. Kind of fills a little bit of the goblet. I'll just tell you, drinking this will heal you a significant amount and grant bless. But there's only 1 charge in it currently. However, Pod, you get the sense that it just requires speaking untold truths near it, not necessarily an action, whereas the scales required interacting with.
Okay. But can I, I don't have to drink it,
You can
right?
do
It's
it
just
again.
primed.
No. Somebody else can use an action to drink this, but if you talk
Okay.
unspoke truth, it will gradually fill up.
Y'all feeling
Okay,
maybe we
and you can-
stand near that chalice in general?
It's a full wheel. It's not bad, eh? Okay, yeah, I guess that's obviously my action. My pre-action, although.
Also, as you can probably tell, quite a significant fight. Character death. Certainly somebody's is possible.
Oh, stop it.
If last fight, if last time with Bane
stakes.
was not high stakes, please consider this the opposite.
I,
Do you think
Wait,
is
was there-
Jamie saying?
Well, sorry?
sorry, Jamie, who was that last fight with?
Yeah, actually.
Who knows? Fazul. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, sorry, what were you saying? I just thought I heard something in the wind.
Is Jamie telling me that if I die, that's it. I can't be revived. Because my
He's-
soul might go to the Whirlwind Lantern.
You can threaten to kill yourself on stream, and I don't think he'll be able to go through with it. Just saying.
I think that's against the Twitch TOS.
That was a jest. That was.
Just a friendly little
That is
meme.
not real advice. Do not do this. This was a joke.
I'm sure we can ask your soul nicely to come out of the Whirlwind Lantern. I'm sure that will be fine.
Like beckoning a really shy cat from the corner. Come on.
Just
Oh,
shake
yeah.
the biscuit tin.
Harvest, the last one to go before stuff happens. You may choose to interact with an object, or you can choose to take a different location and stance.
So we discerned entirely what all the objects do. That's fire, or
The only one you don't know is the Whirlwind Lantern.
oh,
Oh, well.
But you only know what 2 of them take to activate. You don't know what the other 3 require of you.
Right.
We need someone
And
to
so thus far we
channel
have.
channel that guy up there as well, don't we?
Yeah, you can get. You need someone to go and channel that blue.
I think it's really far. I don't think I can get there on my turn, so Quan and I would need to. One of us could need to do it, if not all of us.
So channel, you need to be in that blob, right? That's what you
Yeah.
need to do.
Yeah.
Is it an
Yeah, I
action,
can do
JP?
that.
It's currently in action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. In that case, that's what I'll do.
Okay, Arvis, you run over. You stand in the thing. You feel the energy swelling around you. You concentrate on it. You focus on Quan. You feel the energy begin to separate, move around you, and it goes to the thing. You do take a point of exhaustion.
What?
Oh, we don't like that. No.
Okay,
Ooh.
so we're alternating that one. boys.
Ouch. What's exhaustion again? Remind me. What is it on 1 point?
It's a disadvantage on shit, isn't it?
Saving throws?
Disadvantage on
No,
ability
it'd be
checks
like
is the first
skills
one.
and stuff,
Ability checks,
Okay.
which is like everything.
which is like what the rogue does. But hey, let's go.
Well, kind of, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, your choice. Your choice is not mine. The initiative 20. The souls that have scattered around, and you now see these shadows and shades floating along. Their anger, their confusion, their fear. You all feel it sense in this room as it suddenly becomes malevolent, and several of them coalesce into much more solid forms and step forward. 3 of them, and these will be your enemies for today. Along with that's it. There's only
DM,
3 of
do I
them.
need to
It's
stay
fine.
where I am, or
Your turn is over unless you want to move. As part of your turn.
sure? Can I move now? Like, have I done the channeling?
You've done the channeling. It's just an action, but you can move now. Yes, before these have their turn.
Where is the third one?
Okay.
I've just put it in.
Oh, okay.
I've made it too small. That's my bad.
Yeah, one's small.
They're like here, here, and here.
Oh.
Where's
So
the
pods.
third one?
Over here?
That one down here, right? The green pulse.
Boy and boy.
The
Yeah.
ghoul?
It's got a different icon. I bet you was a caster.
Yep. They're not all the same.
Yeah, like, couple of important questions in that case. Lighting in this room, what's its qualities?
Fairly dim. They,
good
however,
stuff.
have all rolled awfully on initiative.
We kind of. That's.
Cool. Another question was, what was there in terms of terrain? There's this kind of like circular disc. Is that like 5 feet?
This is all
down.
slightly rosen. So if you wanted to go hide down the exit here, you can. There are also these stairways in and out of this. You probably get the sense you can't leave this room, but you could certainly attempt to hide around the rocks or the crevice. This is underground, so it's like carved into the stone. So there are like little outcroppings you could hide behind. The disc itself is slightly raised in the center, so you could crouch down behind it.
Yeah. 15 plus. Cool. In that case, and this around the edges of this disc, are those depressions? Are those like spikes upwards? What are those things?
Just carvings on the ground.
Just carvings on the ground. Okay, and remind me of this is the what do you call her? In the north there.
Where, sorry? Oh,
very
this
top
is the
view.
representation. Sorry, she should actually be over here. This is the representation of the Archon. You can see her kind of piercing through.
So I can
You don't know
probably
what
make it
approaching her would
out.
do.
A very saucy icon. I thought she was a 60-year-old woman.
She is, but I just chose a good one of the Raven Queen.
Cool. And I use my bonus action as my action. That's wowzer, she's huge. And that's probably it.
Incredible
Do I have
skin.
my sting equipped? Yes, I do. All right, chilling.
Okay. So they would go next, except as they kind of step forward, you see the souls coalesce around and they don't move because it's not their turn. Casimir, you're up.
I wanna fuck with this destiny compass actually. This is the advantage on attack rolls, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to fuck with the compass. What does it want from me?
Okay.
Let's know what it needs.
Wait,
You need.
did I not have a turn?
You're after me.
You're next.
Aye.
Your lasted initiative for you, but all of them go after you.
Roll a 16 and still be the worst.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like two of us rolled nat 20s. Like we just like absolutely went.
Interesting.
As you look at this compass, as you hold it, you pick it up. It seems to be incapable of pointing towards the right direction. Whenever you spin it, it moves. It's asking your true heart's desire and what you are willing to sacrifice for it.
He doesn't miss a beat. He smiles, looks down, and says, "Power, and I'll sacrifice anything."
All of you hear that. As the compass settles, pointing true north, as you move it, it's much more smooth, and the rest of you feel maybe not emboldened, but your destiny and course is more set, as the rest of you have advantage on attack rolls for the next 2 turns.
Yo, that gives it to everyone?
Yeah.
That's a team buff?
I didn't realize it was a team buff. That's really sick.
Okay, that's pretty good if it's a team buff.
So I'm noting down which buffs are active for which ones, and I'm going to keep a contact on this. Bear in mind, you need to survive for 10 rounds. So you basically plan who's going to channel, plan who's going to activate the buffs, plan who's, and also obviously deal with the shit that's coming for you.
Can Mateus channel?
Find out.
Alright, let's try it. Let's try it next time. I mean, I'll keep him in the middle. of the
Casimir,
room
that's
then.
your action. That's your movement. Anything else you want to do?
I don't think I have any saucy bonus action options. But I will keep Mateus in the middle of the room, and maybe we could try have him channel next turn. We'll see what happens.
Go on, you're up.
What was the last? Oh, we don't know what the Whirlwind Lantern does, right?
No.
So we've got the Scales buff, the Destinies on.
We don't
Do we
need them.
not have any? We don't need the
You don't
tag.
have the book, but you don't think you need it. The chalice is healing and bless, so you could go for that, but you don't need to be healed at the moment, presumably.
If I
There are also enemies you could fight fighting.
Okay, fine. I'll hit an enemy.
They are going next. They're going to hurt you. I mean,
Who's the one in the middle again?
Mateus. So you've got one here. Oh, that's
Big-
Mateus here.
That's
The big
Across
boy
definitely-
in front of,
Which
above me.
this one here. These
No,
are just.
Who's this?
No, that's an enemy.
Wait, I can't ping it. No, stop pinging it. Whoever's doing that, you're not pinging the right thing.
This thing over here.
This one.
What's
What
there?
are you-
There's nothing there.
Nothing there.
I can't see anything.
Oh
there.
my god, you're
Do
hallucinating
you
something.
mean here?
Yeah, there's a big woman there.
Simon, there's nothing there.
You're cursed.
There's
Nothing
nothing there.
there.
Refresh.
Refresh.
Is the big woman in the room with you now?
Wake up.
It's the big
I'm
woman
gonna
here.
The family loves you. Wake up.
I'm gonna screenshot my shit. How fucking someone's gaslighting me here, man.
By saying
It's
big woman, I
probably-
can't believe it.
Be an expert gaslight move from everybody, but
Wow.
I'm afraid we're not that coordinated.
Oh yeah, she's not there. She's moved.
That's
That's the
refresh,
Archon.
refresh your
She's
page.
over here.
Oh.
She's
She was never
Has them on
there.
your screen.
Shut the fuck up.
She was never there.
She was never there.
Okay.
10 years.
I am going to move myself over here. And I'm gonna attack this person. What do we have? Plus to attack? Because of the buff?
+2 and advantage.
+2 and advantage.
Hmm.
Some of you might hit for a change.
What are
You
these
can't,
things?
you can't
Oh,
reach it.
I fucking hate you.
Are these
Some of you.
souls? Are these
No
spookies?
names.
What are we looking
Yeah. This is like the energy and light that's come off. These are kind of amalgamations of kind of imperceptible darkness and light that has kind of shifted together. It's an amalgamation of multiple souls.
That's a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
My first one did not hit, but I got advantage. So we Gucci. Is this an undead?
Yes.
Mm.
Undead.
Okay, so that is 10 points of damage plus a d4, I guess. So 13 points of damage.
13 point, absolutely. Can't actually keep up. This thing doesn't seem to make a lot of attempt to defend itself. It seems to be unaware slightly of its surroundings. And as you see through it, it's like normally like flesh and bone. There's some resistance, but the souls that kind of spew off, they kind of immediately go back to the walls and join just this mass of light that seems to be forming around this chamber. You've clearly disrupted this thing's form, but not necessarily hurt the things within it. It's just disrupted it. Anything else?
Oh shit, wait, I have another attack, don't I?
Yeah.
You sure
Okay.
do.
Okay, that is 17 to hit.
17 does hit. Yes.
Okay.
17's
God, I rolled
AC.
so badly. Okay, 6. No, wait. Oh, okay. 17 points of damage.
Absolutely. Same again as well. You're hacking away, you're cutting through, and your blade just glides through this, and you feel that you're more forcing this thing's whatever unholy anger has pulled it together. You are hurting it. It's not like it's doing no damage, but it's its form rather than its like. It's just more likely you're causing this thing to no longer be an amalgamation. It's going to go back to the walls or like be separated. So you are hurting it, as each one of them kind of. But there's no kind of. It's not forming into like one entity. It's still all the souls combined together. You're just forcing some of them to no longer be part of it. If that makes sense.
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope.
Cool. It is this thing's turn, however, as it coalesces, it kind of stumbles forward and moves over here and lets out thousands of lost, tortured, painful souls cry out in a huge wail. And I'm going to need wisdom saving throws from Arvis, Mateus, and Pod.
You will have advantage.
You all do have
Is it
advantage.
because
Do
of-
we add anything from the
Not any of the
aura?
buffs. No.
Oh,
Or of purity, or I think it's just advantage, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think Beacon of
Well,
Hope
that's
is
just
only
that
within
one.
30 feet, though, right?
I thought it's when I cast it.
Mm.
Use
No.
any number of creatures within range for the duration each target.
Oh,
It doesn't
wow.
say there's
Wow.
What
range
kind of
limit.
spell?
Disgusting.
He's also a minus.
So
He's
first
rolling
one was a nat 1,
18.
but the next one was a 19.
Arvis?
Yeah, sorry, my rolls just aren't like adding my modifier.
7 and 4 I've got.
Yes, but that's not. Oh, yeah, sorry, it would just be 7 in that case. Yeah.
Did mine bug out? Like, what
Cool.
rolls did
Arvis,
see
you
from
are
me?
currently frightened of any and all creatures, and you take 24 points of damage. Mateus takes 12. Pod, you take 12.
Okay, he doesn't have a lot of health, but he's still alive.
This one is gonna. This other axe thing is gonna move forward and is going to reach out and attempt to it almost seems that Pod, you see it almost pull on your very entity, and it's going to attempt to life drain you, making a melee spell attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15 to hit.
It's down to match my AC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then no, it misses.
That misses. Okay, fair enough. That one doesn't do anything then. And this one is going to move forward. Where's Quan? Oh, there you are. Sorry, you're slightly covered by you're covered by a blue circle on my screen. There are many of them that I will need to do at some point. And this one is also going to reach out and attempt to drain your life force. That's a 22 to hit.
That does hit.
Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Okay. Saving throw. 24.
You succeed. You still
Nice.
take 19 points of necrotic damage, but your HP maximum is not reduced. You take 19 points of necrotic damage as the thing.
Wait, necrotic damage.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember something in here about necrotic damage.
Mhm.
I'm trying to find it.
It goes radiant.
Um,
Are you vulnerable or resistant?
I am vulnerable to
What?
necrotic damage.
You're vulnerable?
36 points of necrotic damage. No, sorry, 38 points of necrotic damage
You're
in
gonna
that case.
die.
As this thing, you feel your energy inside you, and it pulls on your very like being in essence. And your rest of you see as this thing reaches out its hand, and Quan almost goes translucent for a second as it pulls energy out of him. That's the end of
Just
their
mental,
go.
man.
You all take as combat moves on. The cloying of these soles at the bottom of your feet kind of get higher. You will take 2 points of damage, no type.
No
Beginning of the
type.
round.
Very sad,
2
Jamie.
points of damage.
This is round 2. You still have the Scales buff and Destiny's buff active for one more round. You all go first before anything else happens. So that is Mercy. You're up first. Oh, sorry. The blue energy area appears. Let me just do that for you.
See where it is.
Ah.
Yeah, someone else
What
can
happens
get.
to my point of exhaustion? Is it still here or?
Yeah, you keep it. Yeah, every time one of you takes one of these, there's going to be 10 points of exhaustion to give out this combat.
Okay, I'm gonna try Mateus on that one, and if it doesn't work, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna deal with these other guys who are hurting people. I'm gonna run over. No dash needed. Just straight running, and I'm gonna do 2 attacks, one against each. Stunning strike, both of them.
Okay, they both have ACs of 17.
That's a natural 20
Very nice. very
on the
nice.
bottom one, and then the next one is a 19, so close for a 26.
Both hit. So I will roll 2 con saving throws for them. They have +4 to con. That is an 11 and an 11, so a 15 and a 15. Is that a succeed or fail against your saving throw?
15 is a success.
They both succeed against your saving throws. As you punch, there is some resistance to your punch, so clearly it's having an effect, but the kind of quivering sense, there's things too ethereal, there's not there enough, and you can't quite stun it, but you do the damage to it. 10 to the top one, 5 to the
Even
bottom
with even with disadvantage.
Oh wait, they have disadvantage, don't they? So I'll say 1 succeeds. Sorry. That's got deleted somehow. 1 succeeds. The other one, let me roll the saving throws for it. 2d20. 15 and 12. Yes.
Okay.
As in 15 and 12 are the dice rolls. But you still do 5 points to one and 7 to the other.
I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Yep.
And I'm gonna do it again. Flurry of blows. 2 unarmed strikes. That is 23 and 26, so they both hit, and so 2 more con saves, disadvantage.
Absolutely. So the first one, do the one on top, 2d20, fail. That one has, I will say, stunned is the red dot on it, so that one is stunned for this round. Why is that not going on? There we go. And the one underneath, 2d20, a natural 1. They are both stunned for this round. So Mercy, this time you know what you're kind of going for. You know the thing. You manage to punch in a bit more to the center, where the thickest point, and it reverberates around all of them. And you deal 10 and 16 points of damage, and these 2 creatures are stunned.
Okay, and I just kind of panic. You're good to get away, Pod.
Pod, you're up.
Oh, that kind of changes what I was going to do. I guess. Which one did we do more damage to?
The top one
Or did you just
took
kind of
20.
equal to both?
Top one took 20 and the bottom one took 11.
Okay. Pod will kind of like give a approving nod and then turn to the one closest to him, the below the kind of greeny one south, and a spectral hand will appear above its head as it is marked for the grave, and then he will kind of shuffle away to about the middle of the roomish around here. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast what's the heal called again? Healing Words at second level, which is you get max, don't you? Because you all have beacon. So in that case, it's an instant.
Is that a concentration?
It is. I rolled a con save and I succeeded.
You succeeded. Okay, fair enough.
So that's 2d4 plus 5. So 8 plus 13 points of healing on Quan. Oh wait, can Quan still not be healed?
Nope.
Here...
Oh shit. Okay, then I don't do that if that's.
No. Quan can be healed here.
Okay.
Oh.
In that
Okay.
case,
Also, my
I do it.
camera's frozen. And people seem to be moving.
No.
I might have
Hang
to
on again
cut
then,
the
moment.
stream. Yeah.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
Great success.
It's okay. We can see you now. Okay. So
Sorry, how
yeah.
many points of healing then?
It was 13.
Oh, thank you.
That's my turn over.
Okay. Arvis, you're up. You are frightened of all enemies currently.
All enemies. Yes, of course. I forgot about that. The frightened condition means that disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. However, I have advantage, so that cancels itself out. That's correct.
Yep. Yes.
Also fears in line of sight. Can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. And as that just refers to all enemies, I can't move close to any of them.
Yep.
Which would imply I have to move towards the blue ball.
Yeah, that's
No.
everywhere.
Yeah, you ain't going.
Yeah.
Sprints into the blue orb.
Triangulation here.
The only way to force Arvis to be selfless.
Yep.
I mean, technically,
Points
if
of
I
exhaustion
move like
quite
this-
start stacking up. I don't know what to say. Careful.
like in theory, someone who's got a slightly more brain of a brain, I can move like that, right?
Yeah.
That's still technically away from.
Yeah.
You're not moving towards any of them there.
What I will consider is
Cool.
that this is the last round that your buffs are active. It's worth thinking
But
about.
then we only have one round
Cool.
with them. It's for 2 rounds.
You had
right?
last round.
But we.
Last round.
So I used mine at the end of everyone's turn. So surely it's the
But that's-
end of the person who used them.
I will
otherwise
struggle
it's
to keep
only-
track of that. But this is 3 rounds otherwise, because everybody who after you gets it. I'll think about how I want
But
to
I can
handle
just-
this. No, I need to decide now.
Because then it's a 1 round buff.
Because it's the next round. It's
Yeah.
this and the next round buff, or if it's the next and the next, but then it's technically 2.5. So I'm deciding between 1.5 and 2.5 right now, essentially, right?
Well, it's
Depending
just,
on when it gets activated.
It's just is it to the start of the next round or is it the start of the next person or in person's
In
turn?
the interest of not slowing things down too much and being a merciful god, it's the beginning of the round. So like if you do it halfway through the round, it will last this round and the next 2. So it'll be the end of the 3rd round currently that you lose it, if that makes sense.
Or you could just say that it triggers on initiative 0 or initiative 10 and then lasts 2 rounds.
Yeah, that's going to get complicated to work out if somebody does it, but they don't have it until it gets to initiative 0, right? So because the difference, like from a purely like I guess mechanical point of view, the difference between Mercy activating it and Quan activating it is massive for your guys' like
Yeah.
buff during it. So it's 2.5, Act 3, so you have it for this and the next one, and then you lose it. Worth planning around.
Query. This one's the only one I can reach. What does it give? What does it cost?
This one is currently active. It gives you advantage on that gives you +2 to AC, and enemies have disadvantage on saving throws, and +2 to you have +2 to AC. It costs your best and worst action. Unsure whether or not Casimir would be able to. Unsure whether or not Casimir would be able to activate the compass again, and unsure whether or not Mercy would be able to activate the scales again.
When you say best and worst action, when you use that, do you know what I mean? That's always going to be your best and worst action. So
Yeah. So you can use it once.
But it asks you again. Right, okay. We'll hang on to that one then. What do you reckon, guys?
Well, we don't need to reactivate it, I think. Probably, even though it's a disadvantage, you can still attack one of the boys, right?
You
Yeah,
have
a bit
a
flat.
that roll, yeah.
Yeah, in that case, I am gonna probably still move. Oh, another question. Sorry, like the shadow ability that happened and like those kind of multiple effects. Were those kind of like visibly AoEs or?
Yeah, it was 30 yards around.
30 feet. Got it. Cool. So
30 feet.
I might get a little bit of distance. Is what I'm saying. So I'm gonna list off an attack roll first on this northern boy who is looking the most harmed. Correct?
Yes, correct.
In that case, let us loose the dogs of war. This is just a standard attack. It doesn't qualify for sneak attack, does it? Because I can't have disadvantage of any kind.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you can't have any form of disadvantage. Otherwise, if you do have it, even if it's flattened, you can't make a sneak attack.
Beginning, if you have advantage in the attack roll, the attack must have. You don't need advantage. You don't need advantage on the attack roll, and if you don't have disadvantage, sorry, makes sense. The book, as a reminder, the book removes all negative effects.
I can't get to it 'cause I can't move close to the enemy.
Sure.
20. 40,
Does that include exhaustion?
Who knows?
Oh.
Yeah, there's not a great deal I can do actually. That's really quite sad.
How much did you attack the? You missed. 11 misses as it coalesces through.
Wonderful. That's great news. And then I will use my bonus action to run. To here. Just make sure I'm nice and range away from those things. Or was I like here, right? Yeah, get a bit further. Might go down to like.
Another entity coalesces here. I'll roll a. Just before it, Casimir, you're up. Here.
Okay. I'm going to move Mateus into the blue circle and see if he can take this one for this round.
Just as a note, Clued, the one south of Mercy has vulnerability to all damage.
Oh, so what you're saying is pelt it.
I'm saying it also has disadvantage. You also have advantage. It's
saying pelt it.
Mateus does not seem able to manipulate the soul energy.
Oh boy. Okay, where was he? He was right next to it. Wait, this map is huge. Okay, so we can't get back to the monsters to fight them. He's just useless, but I'll move him over here. I can't get close to the south boy to use it because it's very fast. So I will move 30 feet in that general direction. And I suppose I will make an attack.
Against the one with all the vulnerability.
Yeah, my big attacks are melee, unfortunately.
Wait, but no one's channeling the thing.
Oh, wait, shit, I have to go do that, don't I? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I will go in the blue circle, and then end my turn.
You're going to use your action?
Yeah.
Point of exhaustion. Yep.
I can't do it.
Sure. This one is up. This one is going to run towards Pod and make a melee spell attack. As it kind of moves forward, that's going to be a D20. That's a 19, which I
I
presume
still have
hits
plus
Pod
2 AC,
Constitution.
right?
Yes. Oh, sorry, 19
Nice.
plus. I rolled a natural 19. That's what I mean. So it's
Okay.
25.
Can I hit it with a silvery bolt?
Of course, yeah.
Reroll that shit.
I rolled a 6. Yeah. As it reaches out, you kind of take a second back, you fire up a shield, and it just seems to almost just take a step back, unsure what to do. No effect. End of its turn. Quan, you're up. Casimir, I'll remove that circle. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to attack the closest to me. I still have advantage, correct?
Yes, you will do until the end of next round.
Oh, that is a
Tragic.
maths 13 to hit.
Misses.
Wow.
As you're still reeling from the energy you took, you're not sure quite what to do. Even bolstered by Pod, you're unsure, and you swing wildly, and it goes far.
Oh my god, can you please stop? Okay, that's a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Absolutely. Again, as you kind of take a second, you reel away this. It's strange. This creature has no face. It's just a shifting mass, and as you flash through it, you're conflicted about this whole process now. And it's again a bit of it kind of sputters out, flies off to the side, rejoins the wall, and breathe. And it just seems unaffected. Not sorry. It is being hurt. It will eventually stop, but you're obviously not damaging the souls. You're just stopping them coalescing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Bonus actions. What can I actually do? I don't think so on this round. No.
Okay. Sure. And it's all of their turn, and we'll take a break given the time at the end of their combat round. However, some of them are stunned. This one is stunned. This one is. Does it roll now, or does it just? It's their stunning ends now, doesn't it?
No, it ends at the end of my next turn.
Wait,
End of your next turn.
sorry, I can bonus action.
Yep,
I'm
sure.
gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
On yourself, sure, because that's fine. Because this is what's up. It's going to have to roll a Wisdom saving throw to attack you.
Yeah.
That is a Wisdom saving throw. It rolls
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. It does have disadvantage. That's a 19 and a 9. So the 9 is 12. So it rolls a 16.
Miss.
7. Miss. Is your DC higher than 16?
Wait. I thought you meant to
You're-
attack.
No, sorry.
What did you roll?
It has to roll a Wisdom saving throw to
Mhm.
even try to hit you. It hasn't hit you yet,
Yeah.
so this is against your spell save DC.
Okay. 1 second. I'm just trying to find that. Wisdom 15. So it
You know,
does.
it succeeds, and now it tries to hit you.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh my god, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Um,
Could you roll a Constitution saving throw for me?
Was that on the
Yes,
attack
if
roll or the
I-
saving throw?
What, sorry?
Was the 20 on the attack roll or the saving
On the
throw?
attack after the saving throw.
Right.
If I want to use my reaction, when do I have to use that?
Now,
Oh.
right now.
Okay. I'm gonna use my reaction to put up a, I guess, shield that looks like these spooky souls. Can I use that here?
Yeah, you can, absolutely. As the souls around the edge
Okay.
still seem to respond slightly to Quan's command, and a shield coalesces and forms around you. How big is that shield?
1 second. Okay, so What level am I? Okay. 11 points of HP.
Okay.
Are you shielding
Uh,
yourself
or-
with the
or-
souls of other people? Bro, I don't
Wow.
want to hear shit about amoral actions.
Sure. No, okay, look. That was not specified. Okay.
Quan doesn't know.
Quan doesn't know. Quan's just reacting to getting smacked in the face. Okay, a Constitution
Yeah.
saving throw.
Wait. When it says, sorry, Jamie. When it says charisma plus level, is that my plus to charisma or is that my flat charisma number?
Flat charisma number.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I have a shield of 25 points of HP.
Oh,
25 points of HP. Okay, you take 22 points of damage, not doubled, because that shield is not vulnerable. So you were on 3 temporary HP as a result of that.
Did I still need to roll a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have advantage on this for any reason?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Okay, so I rolled with disadvantage, so that's a 20, dirty 20.
Success. Your max HP is not reduced. The other one is stunned. We go to the top of the round and we'll take a break here. You all take 4 points of damage as the souls clawing around your ankles continue to get higher and higher, and they begin scratching and pulling at your skin, and you feel it's beginning to hurt quite a lot.
Christ.
What would you possibly need to do to stop that happening, I wonder?
Yeah, Jamie, see, here's the thing. Your things take 2 turns to run to because the map's so big, so...
Yeah. Maybe I'll reduce the size of it down, but maybe you also need to separate out because the buffs seem to work for everybody.
Yeah, I tried that. Wah.
Wah. I can reduce the size of the map, that's fine. Anyway, thank you everybody. We'll be back at 20 past. See you soon. Welcome back. The party find themselves engaged in a survival situation. They have 8 rounds to go before the ritual is complete. Each round you must channel in order to keep the ritual going. You must stay alive, and you have certain buffs you can choose to activate. You seem to be taking damage every round that you have not found a solution for as of yet. It seems to be increasing every round. 1, 2, 4. And all of this is in aid of keeping Quan alive. At the beginning of the 3rd round, the blue circle has appeared to indicate where one of you will need to stand. Channel. Mercy, you're up first. And surprisingly, your perception of reality has shifted and warped as the room seems a lot smaller than it did before.
So, was I? So everything is covered basically. All the the odd. You can't do both, surely, right?
Both what?
You can't do the
Soki and
Soki and the buffs. Which one are you going to do?
no,
They're both actions.
Of my remaining actions in the 10 rounds, the vast majority of them will be hitting buffs and soaking stuff. So
Okay.
I'm literally doing one more action and then I'm on duty. So if you want
I'll
to
do the soak, maybe I'll do the soak for this round. Can I get there? No, that's very sad.
Wait. Oh, wow, that's so far.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
sad. I'm gonna bonus action punch this guy, the top guy.
Yeah, go for it.
Do the thing. Unarmed strike, advantage. Oh, that sucks. 17.
Sure. 17 hits.
6 damage.
Wait, is that not 15 and 11 you've rolled? Oh, +2. Sorry. Yes. 6 damage. Yep, absolutely. Any other effect on it? Why am I rolling?
Nope. No, I'm gonna leave it. And
Okay,
then I
they'll be
will
unstunned
use...
at the end of your round then.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use an action to dash. And I'll go sort of like this, right? So I go via. So no. And then. Oh, fuck. Okay, sorry. Ignore my bonus action. I will do Step of the Wind to dash, and then I will use my action to do the channel.
So did you attack still?
No. Take. Sorry,
Okay,
take
point of exhaustion. Yeah. So Casimir, Arvis, and Mercy all now have a point of exhaustion. Cool. Pod, your go.
Okay, so first step is I need to figure out how it works. Channel Divinity, make everything very scared. What's it called again? Turn Undead. As an action, you present your holy symbol, prayer, censuring all undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must have a wisdom saving throw, DC 16, or it is feared.
Okay, so how many is 30? All of them, right?
Yes, all of them with 30 feet.
Does damage break this?
Let me have a look. The turn creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. And if it can't willingly move space within 30 feet of you, it also...
What's the saving throw, sorry?
DC 16.
DC 16, and it's wisdom.
Yes, DC 16.
Okay, so I'll start with the
wisdom.
one top right. 2d6, that's
Also can't take the
16.
actions. Okay, is that a save or a movie over?
Well, what did you roll? What's your DC?
No, I don't. Mine's 16. It's 16.
Okay, so top right succeeds, then the one right next to you succeeds, 12 and a 12, so a 19. The one to the left of you... Oh no, I'm doing disadvantage, so
Yeah,
this one... Sorry, the other two succeed. This one fails, so I'm going to add the green dot to the one that's failed now as well. That one's going to have to run away, and then finally there is another one, isn't there?
The very bottom.
Says, top right, just above pod, to the left and to the bottom.
Oh, God,
Under the chalice.
5.
Sorry, there should be another one, I think, or am I crazy? Oh yeah, sorry, this one
There's
here. I'm
four.
gonna roll for
There's
that one.
four, yeah.
Yeah, there is 4. I'm gonna roll for this one. That's
be
a
directly away
10 and a
from me.
14. So one fails, the other succeed, and it's gonna have to run. That's an
Okay.
insane streak of rolling. That was a 14, a 9, a 12, a 12, and 5, an 18, a 10, and a 14. Fair enough. Absolutely. As you hold up your beacon, one of them seems to shy away, the others seem unaffected.
Okay. As a bonus action, once again, 13 points of healing on Mr. Kwan.
Very good.
They're
Arvis.
going to run away.
Yep, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, it's that good old question again. Of these 4 fantastical items, which one do we need, guys? Come on, somebody talk to me here.
Bottom to reset. Whirlwind lantern.
Bottom
Holster.
right?
Bottom.
I think
very
bottom,
bottom.
middle.
Oh,
Bottom,
very
yeah,
bottom.
yeah. Bottom middle.
Right,
is the-
okay.
The pulse
You're
damage.
fairly close to that, Casimir.
I'm
Do
using my
you wanna
action.
do-
I'm definitely using it already, so I'm gonna hit a
As
fireball.
in you're using it.
I'm a fireball. These
Okay,
boys.
cool. Perfect. In that case, I'm gonna make the movement. In fact, I'll do that
When
on
I
the
make
way.
my move,
Actually, can I be a bit of a? I meant to move and I forgot.
you're going to
I
take an
don't know, am I gonna-
opportunity.
I
That's
can
fine.
hit them if you don't want to move.
That's fine.
Sorry,
Can I
so-
move? I want to move towards the scales, so I can probably go this far. I think, assuming I don't get hit.
Yeah, this
yeah,
is
take
going to...
that.
So make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Sorry to hijack. That's a 19.
You succeed. Sorry, am I doing it before I hit? Does a 17 hit you?
No.
No, okay, fuck it. Yeah, as it's reach out to slap the kind of like claw you as your back as your move. Yeah, it misses. Go along. Sorry, Arvis.
Yeah, in that case, Dungeon Master, I'm gonna move to. Let me think. Yeah, that should be possible. 15, and yes, that's fine. So I'm gonna move to. Where is it?
Because I think next round we take
Here.
8 points of damage if we don't hit this, so we probably do need to.
And with my, obviously I have fast hands, DM, which means I can interact with objects and to use object action as a bonus action.
Yep, absolutely. This counts.
Yo!
Yep.
Oh,
Cool.
that's
What's
so
the distance between
cool.
the
That's
two of these?
huge!
I can do two can technically do two at once.
Yes, although
So-
the compass buff is currently active. You will extend it if you choose to use it.
What is compass buff?
Creatures have disadvantage. No, you have advantage on attack rolls.
Oh, what are we saying, guys? I mean, that's probably more valuable than me just making one attack, right?
If you can do
Yeah.
both, then that's probably better than one attack, yeah.
Yeah, if I just
I
move
need
back to start
to
where I was.
be right back. 5 minutes. Can you catch me up in 5 minutes? Sorry, DM.
Yep.
In that case, DM, I use one of those two actions to, I interact with this bad boy. What's going on?
The compass asks for your true heart's desire and what you are willing to sacrifice for it.
Ooh.
Oh shit, boy. Does it have to be audible to everyone around?
You've heard all of ours.
Ooh. He's in a. This is the thing. He's in a state of like flux at the minute. So, but at least what he thinks it to be, and that is he wants revenge. Is what Arvis wants. He wants revenge. And the second part of the question was,
What are you willing to sacrifice for it?
the life of his enemies.
Uh-huh. Is that a truthful answer, Arvis?
It is 100%. Unless the
He-
question is like very specifically, what like are you willing to sacrifice yourself?
Yeah, what are you willing to sacrifice yourself?
He's gonna say his own life.
Okay. Everything and your own life is what's currently been asked. The Destiny's buff will be active until the end of round 5 as a result, as the compass. Again, Casimir, you saw the same thing as you hear Arvis's thoughts reverberate around this room, and the compass shudders to assault and now obeys a fairly rhythmic pattern compared to the sporadic thing it was doing before when Arvis approached.
And Arvis scampering on all fours like a ratty rat boy. Is going to make it down to the next. That's the lantern in the south, right?
Yeah. As you reach out and your bonus action for as the lantern, the kind of cloying claws at the bottom of everybody's feet. You see the soles kind of. There's like this wind whooshes round, scatters them, but also picks some of them up, and they get sealed inside the lantern. And all of you feel that effect has reset. But also the channeling of the ritual will be easier. The next attempt to channel will be a bonus action rather than an action.
Oh. Whirlwind Lantern's kind of this, actually.
Like it's big, and you really need to do it, but like it's not. It doesn't feel as good.
Well, it isn't taking an action. It's like a neutral trade, right? It's an action for an action rather than, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it resets the damage. The chalice, by the way, as you will remember, will heal you for quite a bit if you choose to drink from it, and will also grant bless.
Oh, is it? It's not a party thing. The chalice only heals the drinker.
Yes.
Mm.
So, Arvis, is that the end of your go? You're muted.
Sorry, muted. No, yes, it is. I'm just gonna stay there.
Sure. It's this thing's turn. It's going to walk into the middle of the room, and it's going to wail loudly and sadly. Where is Quan?
Near it.
Mercy, you're out of range. Sorry, I've got so much hidden. Who said that? Yeah, Quan is in range. Okay, Quan and Pod are the only two in range, so that's okay. I will deal with Quan when Sai is back. Pod, could you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
You have advantage if
I
it's.
rolled a nat 20 plus 8.
Well, wow. Okay. Someone remind me. I need to tell Quan. But you take half of this damage, and you are not feared. Oh, sorry. Yes, you take 10 points of psychic damage as this thing's just the sheer
I'm
rage,
resistant to psychic damage,
sadness,
but I take 5 points of
5
psychic
points.
damage.
Yeah, sadness, confusion lets out, and Pod, you're used to the wailing and the futility
Heals
of the
himself.
dead.
No stranger to the wails of the dead.
That's so radical.
Casimir, you're up.
Hi. Okay.
Just clarify, I rolled 3 1s. That is 68 worth of damage, and I rolled 3 1s.
So only one of those is turn undeaded. So I think even if it does break CC, I'm gonna hit up a fireball on these 3 bad boys in this triangle, and try and start obliterating some stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna check turn undead, see how this thing needs to react. But they're all
disadvantage, I think, because the
they do,
scales
yes.
of justice are still active.
Yeah. If the creature fails a saving throw, it's turned for 1 minute, and it can't willingly move for its action. There's nothing about taking damage on here.
Interesting.
I don't know if it breaks
Wow.
damage in base
No,
game.
it doesn't. It's just gonna run. Yeah,
On top
it's
of
turned
that,
for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage. Yeah,
there we
it's gonna
go.
break
I
it.
thought it had it, yeah.
Remember the one with the kind of turquoisey one still is vulnerable to next. I think.
Yep.
Next point of damage. That's not gone away yet.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so disadvantage. Dexterity saving throws. Their dex save is a +3 disadvantage. So I'll do top down. Sorry, middle
My
downwards.
DC is 17 plus 2.
No.
Did the scales not have a? Oh no, it's disadvantage on
Back
saving
rolls.
throws, not a buff to the DC. Okay,
Disadvantage
so
saving
17.
throws. Yeah. Which technically is worth 2.5, as we worked out. Quan, could you make a wisdom saving throw for me as this thing lets loose an agonizing wail?
A wisdom saving throw, was that?
Yeah.
You have advantage
Yes,
as well.
indeed. That is a 22.
You succeed. You only take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
That is okay. Wow. So the thing on the right, this one here, rolled a 16 and a natural 20, so succeeds. I'll do this one
It's a
here.
dex
for
save.
the
Does it have
fi-
a positive dex?
It does have a positive dex, +3.
Okay.
However, this other one rolled a nat 1, so
So
this
it's
one
taken
fails,
damage.
and now the one with vulnerable to everything.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Come on.
13. A 10 was its lowest, so
Fail.
it fails. So one succeeds, the others fail. The one that succeeds hasn't taken any damage yet, so clearly the
Okey-dokey.
alpha of the spirit.
Google has rolled me 8d6 for a total of 31 points of damage on a fail.
Okay,
Just double
The
to
one-
62 on the vulnerable boy.
one that is vulnerable just evaporates. Whatever is like there, it takes 60 points of damage and just vanishes. The other two, you see the kind of souls leech out, kind of individually screaming as they rejoin, and it takes -31. Both, and this one takes 15. Again, as the char kind of jumps upwards. One, were you here for when the lantern was used?
Nope.
So Arvis interacted with the compass to say that his heart's desire is revenge, and he's willing to sacrifice his own life for it. And then interacting with the lantern has reset the ticking damage every turn, and it means the next time somebody attempts to channel the ritual, it will be a bonus action rather than an action. That was the effect of the lantern, which I think is the only
Nice.
one left that you don't know. Casimir, anything else you want to do with your turn? Oh, sorry. Mateus should have taken the psychic damage. Could you roll a...
I mean, does it take damage on a success? Because he's just gonna
Yeah,
die.
Takes
Okay.
10 damage on the success. Okay.
Okay.
Mateus, not long for this world. That's fine.
This feature is fucking useless at this level. It's already outscaled. Anyway, I was going to do something else with my turn, but it just disappeared, so I guess I now shall not. Maybe I'll move forward like 5-10 feet, so I'm more in the middle of all the things to use.
Okay. If I struggle to work out stuff, it's because all of the extra mobs and all of the blue circles are in GMV, which is slightly translucent, but I can't see stuff underneath it. So please bear with me. Quan, your turn.
Okay, so our scales buff is going to run out soon, right?
At the end of this round, yes.
Yeah, literally. After
Oh,
your
the
turn.
end of this. Oh, okay, cool.
You can extend it. If you interact with
So-
it now, it will run out at the end of round 5 rather than round 3.
I'm gonna move to it next turn. Was the goal? But I can move to a different one. It's not a big deal.
We're going to lose scales and compass, I think. So both of them need a refresh.
No,
Arvis just
no,
did compass.
compass has been refreshed.
Yeah,
Yes.
Arvis just did compass.
I think you do better damage than Pod does. No offense, Pod.
Okay.
Yeah, you should probably do the damage.
Yeah, these boys are just
Two
too
attacks as
reliable,
well.
so-
I guess I'll attack the thing. Alright.
How damaged are they? Is it worth a smite? Like, what's the?
That are pretty hurt.
The middle one's not taking a lot, right? He's only taken 15 points, or
I feel like
No,
I'm
the one right next to Quan is.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the low gear score individual. You kind of carry in the raid, and he does all the mechanics, the bitch
Okay.
mechanics.
You're just the healer, so you do all the bitch.
Yeah,
mechanics.
exactly. I do all the bitch mechanics. Which is fine. What I signed up for.
That's what healers do.
TY for the carry, guys.
We're only in combat because I'm playing Hades 2 on the side. I mean, what? Who said that? Wait, where's my controller? My hands are here, I promise.
Check Steam.
I've hit offline. It's super effective.
Clue uses Jess.
Go on. What are
What?
your rolls?
Have you actually just rolled a 2 and a 3?
Did you break a mirror as a child?
What the fuck is this?
That
is
is the
a
most
god.
plausible thing I've heard.
There is a
Oh my
god.
God,
Dias pissed them off.
What
Yeah.
did you do?
Look
What's
at
yours?
all of my rolls from today, and then look at all of the rolls from last combat we had. I don't think I rolled above a 10, or even a 5 many times. Like, it's not even a joke at this point. Jamie, I've
Your-
messaged you. I'm confused by your message. Can you...
As in, if you specifically want to interact with a certain object, you can communicate with your party.
Okay. Fine. I guess I'm rolling again, though, because...
That miss. A 16. Oh, jeez. A 16 hits. Plus your stuff.
Yeah. Okay. That's a 16 points of damage.
This is the one closest to you in the center, right?
No, this is the one that was next to me, and you haven't moved it.
Absolutely. This one, Juan, as you slice through it, all the damage you've done, all the rest of it, it explodes in a mass of this light, flies off to each side, and is gone. One more defeated. For now.
Yep. That's my turn.
It is this one's turn that is going to. How far can it move? 40 feet. What's its movement?
Oh no, senor.
It's gonna run and dash over here.
Why?
It's gonna be the end of its go. Mercy, you're up.
Everyone's just running away from me. God fucking damn it. Should I just do the scales? Should I do scales?
I mean, if that's all you can do, then yeah.
It's really the only thing I can do.
Yeah, hit
Or I
scales.
could do the wait, but that only heals me.
Mercy, you've already done the scales.
Does that mean I can't do them again?
Well, do you have a? You've already given your worst and best action.
Oh my god.
You have nothing
I'm
to
you-
give.
I have nothing left to give. Right, fine, I'll dash.
Oh, you could
What's
wait. Have you done chalice? Can you get to the chalice? Because maybe you can give it another bead of healing. I don't know. If we
But
can
that
stack
only
them.
heals me. It doesn't heal everyone.
No. So speaking untold truths near the chalice fills it up, but drinking it is what heals you.
Speaking untold truths. What does that mean? I'm sorry.
It means secrets. You need to speak a secret.
Is
a meaningful one near the chalice, and it will fill up with the elixir of life.
okay.
You not punch a guy.
Yeah.
Either is pretty legit, honestly. They're both very useful things.
I will dash, and I will just assist Quan in the punching. To be honest, I think. But I'll be on this side. But
Okay.
sadly,
Anything else?
It is just a bonus action punch.
Yep.
Is it advantage or no? That's run out now.
No, you still have that. It's the end of this round that finishes. This is round 3. Oh, no, sorry, no. Sorry. You are right. This is round 4. Everybody takes 1 point of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There is no scales buff currently. There is still a destinies buff. So you have advantage on attacks, but you don't have +2 to AC or attacks made, and enemies do not have disadvantage.
All right. So it's not great. Okay. 22 for 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay, yeah, absolutely. This thing, again, it's relatively unharmed compared to everything else. It's newest, but you punch away and you're more akin to how these things are. The center is clearly the strongest point. There's some central emotion or feeling or soul that is stronger than the others that is binding these things together. Pod.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
So which one of the buffs is not active? Or all of them active?
The scales currently.
Okay, well he moves to the scales and activates the scales.
Okay,
And that brings back
you need to give
disadvantages on
your
enemies' attack.
the scales are +2 to AC and attacks made for the next 2 rounds, and enemies have disadvantage on saving throws.
Question: where is the channeling circle this round?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's important. And I haven't done it.
There is no channeling circle. It just happens.
It's a bonus action to channel, though, this round.
Nice.
Okay, so what does it
Pod,
need?
your best and worst action. And this will keep going until the end of round 5.
I have no idea what the best is going to be. I'm not going to lie.
You need to give one, otherwise the buff will fail. This is a roleplay test.
I mean, the worst was in his heart of hearts is channeling a bunch of soul energy into Quan. He
You
feels very
all
bad
hear
about
that
Right, it is.
as Quan. You all hear that as Pod admits, perhaps to himself for the first time, that he has done a great harm to Quan, and it might be the worst harm of his life.
Asmund's like, yep, that's fair. I can't really imagine doing anything worse than that. So.
Yeah, obviously he didn't mean it, but yeah.
No fair.
And then I guess the best thing he would have done would be, I guess he probably feels very, very accomplished about saving people's lives in the recent time, in the last trip around the Stormlands and getting Alara coronation. Genuinely probably feels like most recently his most honest answer to the best thing he feels like he's done would be that.
Is that
for sure.
2 people saying the best thing they've done in their lives was what we did together? That's so wholesome.
No, he lived a very, very, I mean, didn't do anything that
No, that's
spectacular.
so
He was kind of
wholesome, guys.
used to dig some graves and sit around and talk to
Compared to
things
last
and-
campaign, where I think you got about 2.5 years in, and I had NPC being like, "You guys have done nothing positive for the world."
We actually smashed that at level 6.
We got railroaded into doing something good.
Pod, the scales activate. You all have that buff until the end of round 5. 2 more of you will need to give their best and worst action if you wish to have the buff for the rest of the time.
Okay, so Who's still injured or not? Who's still injured? Who is quite injured? Oh wait,
Yeah,
hold
that's
on.
pretty
Oh
bad.
wait, no, yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna move as far as I can go towards the new well of soul energy, I guess. Unless someone else is soaking that one. If not, I can do it next turn.
Or it will
I
be
think-
different next turn, right?
Someone needs to do it this turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also
Okay.
Arvis is pretty hurt.
Arvis is pretty hurt, so I need to get into range of Arvis. Although I have got a very long
I
range.
can
on
make a dash to the bowl, the life fountain or whatever.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've
Uh,
got spell slots. I've got spell slots. So we are going to do a. If you're very injured,
Your
a-
so your action was in. This is your bonus action, right?
this is bonus action. Is going to
Yeah.
be a. Actually, how many people are injured?
I've only
Like
taken-
everyone?
Everyone's
I've
at
only
least
taken
hurt,
the
right?
ramping damage, but I'm.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to do a mass healing word. So everyone within 60 feet. Is that everyone?
What?
I think it should be where I'm standing,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, it is.
Maybe
Uh,
I don't know. I don't think
yeah.
Casimir and Mercy are hurt.
Well, no, because I've still got Beacon of Hope up, so you're going to take 9. Everyone will get 9 points of healing.
Okay.
And it undoes a lot of damage. It's probably
I've
the most
taken,
throughput that I could possibly
yeah,
do.
8 points of healing damage. So yeah.
But yeah, that's 9 points of healing to everybody.
Cool. That's back up to full.
Wonderful.
I will take it. Still pretty far off.
Yeah, I'll
cool.
try and do something bigger next round. Or you can
You-
do the
I think, yeah, Arvis is just the only one who's frightened, but each of these effects, you feel some of them, if you fail them, will frighten you.
When
Arvis,
was Frightened
next.
end?
when you interact with the book, or someone does.
That's it. It's just the interaction of the book. That's all.
For this fight,
That's all this
yeah.
is.
That's all this is for this fight.
That's all this is.
And you got to take a. I mean, you
Okay.
you could take the. You could soak the energy and then do the book. Wouldn't that be like the most efficient thing to do?
I'm already one. We all like one exhaustion point deep so far.
Doesn't it insta cleanse the exhaust? Wow.
It
we don't have
does.
the
You-
exhaust.
No,
It does.
no.
You said it did.
That's-
No,
No, I said it
we don't know.
might.
You said it might. I didn't say it did. Yeah, it's a
Oh, this
defendant. He
DM
did
is so
say.
tricksy.
All right
Yes,
then,
you will.
Master of Dungeons. I am going to disengage.
Bonus action,
away from this
disengage,
guy's a
yes.
bonus action. Trust me. And then move into the Blight of Brightness channel.
Yep. You're going to. So you can channel as a bonus action.
No,
but-
wait.
So you're going to
Yes,
disengage,
okay.
action channel.
So hold on. Do I need to channel this turn, or should I hit the book up first? Well,
So
Someone needs to channel.
I could channel that. I think I can not leave melee range and slidle into that and use my action to channel.
what's the book doing? Just removing exhaustion? Like I'm still pretty damn low on health. Like
He's resetting everyone's exhaustion.
cool. Okay. And how far are you after me? In that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move here, so make that disengage, and then I'm gonna hold my action with the book. So when you move in to the blue
Nice.
space and you absorb, then I'll cleanse us after that.
Yeah, that saves me taking 2 points, so that's good. Very sick. Very
Okay.
sick.
So that's what I'm doing, DM. Hold my action to
Very
interact
sick.
with the book after Casimir takes the blue.
On initiative 20, a couple more spirits coalesce on the edge towards the far right. 2 of them exactly.
Oh, nice.
Who I will add to the turn.
Two boys.
This is a survival. Again, at any point, you guys could choose to leave Quan to his fate.
Inshallah.
As
How would you even try and dangle
previously-
that? That's so evil.
As previously discussed,
say
that's a
inshallah?
bitch ass move.
It's a bitch ass move. This thing is gonna hit Mercy in the face. It is its turn.
Fair.
And Mercy, it's gonna attack you. It's doesn't have disadvantage on this roll for any reason. On the attack roll, no, right? I don't think
I'm
so.
I'm really sorry. I've lost track of. I've got the AC buff.
You do
Does
know.
that give? Does that give me? Does
That's-
that give?
doesn't
them
matter.
disadvantage?
No, I rolled a 3 and a 5 on its 2 attacks. This thing, as it wails towards Mercy, Mercy, you duck, you dive, you are the most composed. This is not unusual for you. You are aware of what's going on and sharp enough to dodge this thing's attacks. Casimir, you're up.
In life, that spirit was a nerd. I'm gonna not leave melee range of this here ghoulie
Wow.
that I'm fighting.
Okay.
So I can use my bonus action to channel this one, right? Is that correct, Dungeon Master?
You can indeed, because the lantern has been interacted with.
Thanks, Whirlwind Lantern. Okay, with my bonus action, he'll outstretch a hand, and be the conduit for the soul energy for this round.
Absolutely.
Action though. How damaged is this guy in range with us? Is he untouched?
No, he's been hurt quite a bit.
He got fireballed.
Yeah.
Do we think
A
that
full face fireball, actually.
do we think that a bunch of souls are immune to necrotic damage? Because I do.
Yes.
So I'm not gonna.
Yes.
I'm not gonna inflict. wounds
Almost
upon-
certainly.
They've been
Um,
inflicting necrotic damage.
They have been inflicting.
Yeah, I get the
damage.
feeling they might be quite. They might be a bit bad for holy damage, but
Yeah, I'm not a holy guy. I'm an anti-holy guy.
I'm looking at my damage immunities little tab right now.
Yeah, that's a face. Okay. Well, it's a good job he's been using his rapier so much. I intended to never use this thing and for it to only be decorative, but I've actually stabbed so many people this campaign, and I will continue to stab.
Should take a martial level.
Yeah, I kind of might. Green flame blade on this guy. I will make an attack upon him. Do we still have advantage on attacks, or is that gone?
You do. It's currently active, yes.
Org champion, natural 20.
Hey.
Okay, good. So that's the D8, and then
Green flame.
Green flame blade is an extra D8 fire damage on the hit. So I am rolling 2 D8s,
Nice.
and they are doubled. Where is another D8? Okay, here we go. Oh, one of them's an 8, and a 3, 11, 22. Plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Oh, that's only on the second one. Okay, 22 plus my dex. 24 points of damage to the guy.
24. Green flame blade included, not included.
Inclusive.
Included, absolutely. This thing lights up as you see it. They begin to scatter to the far walls. This thing is gone after the fireball, the attack from I think someone else, and your attack here as you
It
cleave
goes
it in half.
up through the chin, and then it just dissipates around it. He kind of whips the sword out, and it scatters. He's clearly been
Very
practicing
good.
for style more than function, but it kind of works when you're fighting souls. 'Cause,
But there's no armor.
yeah.
Anything else, Casimir?
What do we think we need to hit up next, potentially? Maybe...
Did I need to do the book action?
Yes.
You do need to do the book
need
action, yeah.
Let me book it, DM.
Sure. The book asks of you your greatest fear.
Oh, goodness. Roleplay combat buffs. Let's go.
Behold
Hmm.
Loki.
Greatest fear. I think he's gonna say discovering something about his unknown self. And he doesn't really know what it is. He just knows he ain't normal, man, and that's a scary thought when he finds out.
All right.
Sick.
Those of you who are suffering from frightened lose it. Those of you who have exhaustion lose 1 point.
Ooh.
So if you're at 1, you go to 0. If you're at 2, you go to 1.
Okay.
And Arvis can no longer use the book either.
So, I think I'm the only one who was on 2, right? So...
Yeah. Everyone else is on
Everyone else should be free
0.
from exhaustion at the moment. Good.
Yes. Quan, you're up.
Well, we've got buffs, so I guess I'll hit the thing.
Go for it. 10 rounds of combat is obviously going to take a while. We probably will have to drag this over 2 sessions. FYI. Looking at the time.
Damn. 10 rounds of combat is a lot of combat, isn't it?
Hmm.
That's a Dirty 20. We have +2 to attack, or do we not?
Yes, you do. Yes,
Dirty 20.
you succeed. That hits. You succeed.
I'm
That
gonna roll my
hits.
second attack as well.
Yep, hits.
So, yeah. Okay. So the first attack does 12 points of damage.
12 points. Yep.
Second attack does 13 points of damage. And for my bonus action,
Your second attack does enough. This creature, as Mercy is ducking and weaving before it, Mercy, you see Quan's sword sticks through its chest, and it just whatever is holding it together can't do it anymore, and it shatters around around Quan's sword, and it's gone.
Hey.
never mind then. It's my turn.
Do you want to move or anything?
Not really. I'll move like.
It is this thing's turn. It is going to move forward as far as it can, which is here, and let out its wail. I'm going to need wisdom saving throws from Casimir. From where is Pod?
Right next to it.
He's right next to it.
Yep. Quan, Pod, Mercy,
Literally right next to it.
Casimir. All of you need to make wisdom saving throws.
Do we have any fun associated buffs on Pod?
If you're near,
Wait. So
Quan?
what is it? You
On
get?
Zora?
Is it for frightening? Is it for frightening?
this is for damage followed by frightening. Yes.
Okay, because I give advantage on wisdom saving throws against being frightened. Just within
This will
being
count.
30,
Yes.
30
then,
feet
yes.
of me.
You will have. So if you're within 30 feet of Pod, you have advantage on this. And if you're within, I don't think anybody's within Quan's buff right now.
What do you mean?
If your beacon of, is it 5 or 10 feet or 15 feet
It's
around
30
you?
feet. It's 30 feet.
Okay, some of you are definitely within Quan's buff.
Oh no, I'm not in it.
Okay, I'm gonna go through it. Pod, success or failure? DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
DC 16. I'm gonna roll. Is this with advantage? No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, the first roll was crap. Second one is a success.
Okay, so you take half damage and not succeed. You take 11 points. You're not frightened. Quan,
Okay.
Succeed.
Oh wait, I didn't heal myself.
11 points, not frightened. Casimir,
I'm a failure, DM.
22 points of damage, and you are frightened of every creature. And Mercy,
Succeed.
11 points, not frightened. Next one is going to make its way over to Casimir, and is going to attempt to make a melee spell attack.
Brother! A spell attack? Counter spell?
Melee spell,
Oh. it's gonna-
melee spell attack. I don't think this counts as a spell. I've never
Spell,
been asked
spell's
that
a
question
spell.
before.
Spell's a spell, but it doesn't hit my AC, so it's fine.
Wait, do you see what my rolls are?
Yeah, I see a 12 right now.
But that's fine because it's 12 plus 6.
Oh,
So it's 18.
well, it's getting counterspelled.
You
Is
can
it-
make a counter spell.
Is
I
it
don't.
getting counterspelled?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Inflict wounds says make a melee spell attack, but it's still casting a spell.
Yes.
I will assign this. You're going to need to roll for this. It's 4th level. I'm just assigning that randomly. It doesn't have a DC, but I'll do it.
Okay,
So
so
there's something
I've rolled
correct
an 11 plus 5, so 16.
Yep, fine. You counterspell it. As it reaches forward to try to grab you, pull your life essence out, you manage to counterspell it. Your reaction is gone, as is your 3rd level spell.
Yes.
Top of the round, the circle appears. You will take 2 points of damage this time, ramping from 1. And the circle appears directly in the center.
Oh, that's a
Mercy.
friendly circle.
You're up.
Nice. I'm really sorry. I'm just an idiot. I don't understand this chalice. In order to fill the chalice to heal us, you have to whisper sweet nothings into it.
Yeah, you have to speak unspoken truths to it.
Got it.
And that's
Yes.
not an action, that's free.
Got it. Okay.
But if you want to drink
Um,
it, that's an action, and you can choose how much of it you want to drink.
Understood. Understood. And
we know what
I,
tracking
This is
was?
the beginning. Sorry, this is the beginning of round 5. So you're halfway there, and the buffs will run out at the end of this round.
and I
Really? I
have
thought I
done,
only just activated one.
Yeah, round 3.
Okay. Okay.
and I've done half of them.
What do you mean you've done
I've
half
done
of them?
2. I've done 2.
Okay, never mind. Is the area still a bonus action to channel, or is it now an action?
No, it's an action because nobody's interacted with the Whirlwind Lantern.
Oh, okay. Can I stand here and still activate it?
Yes.
Okay, I will do that. I will channel. And then I
Channel?
will
Okay.
hit. Sorry.
No, it's been channeled this round. I'm just making a note. I have a spreadsheet.
And then I will unarmed strike as a free bonus action.
Yes. Does somebody permanently have 15 feet measured in the center, or do I need to?
You need to refresh.
I think
I need to refresh. It's my turn now.
It's the big woman or the 15-foot rule.
The big woman.
Felt
the
like I
ghostly
prefer the big
Archon.
woman to the 15-foot measurement.
Yeah, I'll just a big woman any day.
I will very much assume a 28 hits.
yeah, you can assume that safely.
7 points of damage to Quan Aggressor.
7 points. Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna do stunning
absolutely.
strike as well.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna roll. It gets a 2.
It gets a 2. It is stunned. I'm going to do a little red dot. Absolutely, Mercy. You see these many souls coalesce, and you know that whatever they were in life, right now, they're a bitch. And that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Pod.
Okay, so you've just channeled the thing. Okay, well in that case I'm gonna do one of the buffs. I guess I might as well make my way around the room, and I haven't done the compass yet, so I will move to the compass. And what does the compass desire of me again?
The compass desires what is your heart desire, and what are you willing to sacrifice to achieve it?
Wasn't that refreshed last round?
The compass was refreshed in round 3. It's going to run out at the end of this round, which is round 5.
Oh, so do we? If we activate it a turn earlier, is that do we lose a turn,
Does that
or does it
extend
kind of stack onto the end?
It extends it, so it will run out
Okay.
at the end of round 7.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I'll definitely use
Round
it.
5 at the moment.
So as an action, it is what? What is the heart's desire?
What is your heart?
I mean, there's nothing more that he wants right
now.
now to make it through this. I mean, there's nothing else in his mind that's like more important than this. I don't think there's anything that would override that. I know it sounds really basic, but like he doesn't have any grand aspirations
just want to
of
live.
taking over the world.
I just don't want to
He
die
just
in my
wants
level
his
6
friends to
combat.
live, and he wants to undo the damage that he's done to a certain party member.
To Quan.
And what's he willing to give to that?
last...
Yeah.
Why are you willing to give to that?
He's willing to give his own life.
Okay, so Quan, the greatest evil that Pod has done is what he's done to you, and his greatest heart's desire is to stop it, and he's willing to give his own life for it.
What is so
As
forgiven?
buff is extended until the end of round 7.
These
Pod
are
is
boy band
uncancelable.
lyrics, I swear.
God,
Pod is
that's so
uncancelled.
romantic.
So I won't get in the way of Alara, alright, I understand.
No, dude. Quan? Quad?
And then
One.
as a bonus action, without missing a beat,
Quad.
he is Arvis within 60 feet? I think he is. It's just double checking the healing word is
Correct.
indeed 60 feet. It is. It's going to be a level 2 healing words, which is, again, I haven't had my concentration broken yet, and it lasts a minute, so that's what, 10 rounds, right? So that'll be 9 points of healing.
You.
No, sorry. That's not 9 points of healing. I am wrong. That is an extra D4 on that. It's 13 points of healing.
Arvis,
What
you're
are you
up.
talking? Wow, I've been so low on health this whole time. And health is making a comeback. All right, guys. So yeah, we've got like these two blokes. Which one of them's looking the worst?
Top one?
Yeah.
Of the two of them, it will be
Yeah,
well,
mate.
one of them's stunned
Top boy,
currently.
top boy.
It's a top boy, yeah.
Wait,
The
am
other
I
one hasn't been
still?
hurt.
Am I still
You're not
frightened?
No, you're not. No,
You're cleansed.
only Casimir is frightened currently.
No, that's not fair. All right, cool. Well, let's fucking hurt this guy, bro. Let's do a little bit damage à toi. We're gonna make a little maneuver. It's what we do. And so I would like to. And do we have an advantage on our attacks?
Yes.
Oh, it's a sneak attack, right?
Until the
off
end
the
of round
bat.
7
Right.
currently.
All right, let's actually make a serious. We're looking at. God, that looks pretty terrible. Is that 15 to hit?
+2?
No,
That's
+2?
17 does hit though.
Yeah.
Hey,
Compass.
yeah. All right, let's take some damage on that. Got a really weird rolling system on. So that is 18 damage, piercing against that geezer right there.
18 damage. Yep, absolutely. As it's kind of focused on Mercy and Quan in front of it, it doesn't notice as your arrows slide into the back of it.
And then I'm probably going to. Okay, that's right. Let me see. So I moved from. What was it like here? So I just got to measure some bits out. Here, 20 feet. And that's got to be there. So, okay, I would have made sense to move there then. Move there instead. And then I'm going to throw a vial of acid at this guy. So that would be without my proficiency. So I'm going to make an attack roll and then. Oh, wait, with advantage. So that's nice. So I'm going to make a roll advantage and then deduct 3 from it. So that's 21. So, yeah, 18 to hit.
18 does hit. Yep.
Marvelous. And let's roll the damage from this guy, which is 2d6. And that's 9 acid damage.
9 acid damage, not
Nice.
poison. Absolutely, as you kind of see it shatters, it's still somehow physically there as an entity, and so there's something to shatter on. It hits on the floor, and you see it kind of get up the side of its leg, and kind of the spirits there just vanish and move apart, and it's definitely done damage to it.
Yeah, cool. And I'll use the rest of my movement to skulk away. Do I have enough? I think I do. Let's get to like there at least.
Okay, at initiative 20, more of these spirits begin to coalesce around. I will quickly
No.
add them in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4?
Getting harder as it goes along. I don't know what you expected. What do you want? Do I add them in? Do they exist?
No, I don't think they do.
I don't
Not
think
right
they
now.
do. I think you
Nah.
imagine them,
I don't
hallucinate
think
them.
so.
There we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, Jamie.
I'm sorry, my bad. Your complaints are taken under review.
Not a fan.
I'd like to lodge a formal complaint.
I seem to have broke. I'm just going to refresh. There seems to be something slightly wrong.
Struggling with the fireball on this one, guys.
All I can see is His Eminence drawing random measurements.
Like his evidence is about to fireball.
His Eminence is doing some maths right now.
Why can't I select things? Oh, God, Jesus. I just moved
Book's
the
running
book.
away.
Okay, I don't think I can get all 4, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna let Casimir go while I try to work out why I can't select these things.
The algorithms on stacking, they're not coming up.
You know, you can do circle measurements.
Repeating, of course.
Wait, you can do circle measurements?
Yeah.
How do?
Just click on the thing. It has a little option under line and square, circle,
Grid.
cone, or beam.
Line.
Cone. Beam. I love it.
Beam is cool.
Pay to lay instant or linger. And you can turn off broadcast to others as well.
Yeah,
You can.
Damn, this is fancy.
I'm fireballing my friends. If I do this.
No, please don't fireball your
I
friends.
don't think I should do that. No, that's Arvis. Okay.
I also don't think
there
you
will
should
be,
do that.
There will be no fireballs around my friends.
I feel like the way the
Yeah.
rolls have gone currently, it's all of you and then all of them, which isn't actually optimal.
No, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. There will be no fireballs. How did we... Wait, we've dealt with the blue circle, yeah?
Yes, for this round.
And the Whirlwind Lantern, currently the ramping damage is on 2, so we'll take 4 damage next round.
We'll take 4
Yes.
damage.
Yes.
We have 5 spirits.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spirits.
Oh, Christ. Heavens!
You can grab a drink anytime you can bail out. And leave Quan.
No!
Jamie
rude.
just wants me out of this campaign, man.
Does he?
Yeah,
dying.
he
Yeah.
really
This
wants to kill you.
He's really quite
Like,
desperate for your death,
I
isn't he?
can't tell you how many times my characters have fucking died or come close to dying in these campaigns.
Okay, no, I can get 3. I think that's probably the play, no?
Yeah. But
Only
that
decide.
includes yourself, right?
No,
You're
but
in.
I will move. I will move.
Okay.
first. I am
Alright, cool.
I'm resistant to fire damage. Okay, it's another fireball. We're doing it. We found our angle. We're
Hell
hitting
yeah.
the 3.
I was always like, nah, guys, I'm out, but I'm not doing the pissy ass move. I'm just gonna fireball myself.
Yeah. I will set myself on fire.
I'd self-immolate for you.
I'm checking out of this life. These boys can make spell saving throws, deck saves.
Top guy
this
auto
one's-
fails. He is stunned.
Yep, he is indeed. So
Good.
this one here, and this one here, right?
No. This, and then the one next to me. I'm firing it
Okay.
like.
Right, this one fails. These two I will roll with disadvantage now. That is a 16 and a 16 naturally, so their +3 is fine, and then there's a 17 and a 7. So the one closest to you fails, the one in the middle succeeds.
Okay, so Google roll 8d6, 31 points of damage. Yes.
31, did you say?
Yes, 31.
So the one in the middle succeeds, so he takes 16, the other one takes 31, as does the one right next to you. The one that is stunned, as the fireball clears, they're gone. Their spirits kind of absorbed with the smoke on the walls, and that's gone, so 1 down. The other 2 still standing, though.
Sick. Good. I ain't moving. Yeah. I think that's me.
I'm not fucking leaving. Quan, you're up.
Okay.
At the end of this round, these scales will run out.
Oh. I mean, I'm close to this. Can at the scales.
You're gonna go-
Yeah, sure. No, I haven't any of the events, so. Gonna touch them.
Okay, reaching out to the scales.
Talk about.
You think back over your life, and Lara,
What does it need?
your best and worst action. You think back over your life and what you can remember of it, at least, and nothing worked out as too bad. You obviously helped Lara, you think to the others,
I
but
also rejected Alara. Maybe that's my worst.
something deep within you, something that you can't even remember, poised between 2 ideas, falling and murdering Naliska. You may choose which one is your worst action.
Wait, I have to say one of these
You have to say one of these out loud.
out loud.
Yeah.
I was such a old woman laugh. I'm sorry.
Damn,
Do I feel
Sly.
compelled to?
It's compelled to one of these two, yes. You may have a simple choice between these two.
I've DM'd you Psyduck.
Falling is what you were meant to be. Or the murder of a friend.
I'm gonna go with falling. 'Cause that's pretty ambiguous, right?
No, you will have to say the race in there.
Okay.
If
Oh,
you didn't want to reveal spicy secrets, you shouldn't have made such a spicy character.
I'm still gonna go with falling.
This is the point where you're just like, I'd rather die.
The words that referee out is, and Quan, you are surprised when they leave your lips. Falling as an Azamar. Your best action. You again think of Alara. You certainly could say that, but in the back of your mind, there are other actions that come to the front. Saving the world from Tiamat, healing the Copper Plague, or preventing war amongst the giants. You may say any of them.
All right, I'm trying to think which sounds less.
I've DM'd you again.
Oh, you better hope you die. I'll interrogate the fuck out of you.
I hope you're ready for some sauce. None of these things have happened, Psyduck. You haven't done any of that. You're level 6.
I'm actually
Tea-
level 7, but yeah.
You are?
Liar.
Is being spilled.
You're a liar.
You're level 7. Man.
Yep. I've been levels above you for a while now, guys. Catch up.
Oh my God.
This is actually
Wow.
Love it.
Alright, I'm gonna say preventing the Storm Giant War.
Okay, preventing war and the
No, the Giant
preventing
War.
preventing the giant war and action of the ordering is what you will hear, and none of you have any idea what any of that means. As
just
it
turns around
reverberates
You did what?
out. And the buff.
Okay, how do I feel about these words leaving my mouth?
You feel as they leave your mouth that some part of you has answered, but not a part that you can access, and they are true. You did these things, but you have no recollection of how or why. Some part of you knows they're true, though.
Have there been any giant wars or threatened giant wars in our living memory, DM?
No, giants and dragons have fought wars over and over, and there has been some skirmishes between different types, but mostly giants were decimated in the wars against the dragons, and as such have sought refuge in each other and other gods.
In Quan's defense, if he prevented the war, then how would we know about it? It never happened,
True.
right? Like,
And maybe the war
like
was
yeah.
just
Oh well,
like...
I mean, the giants didn't have a war. Of course
I
they
might have
didn't.
just
We stopped it.
smiled at someone in the right way, and that just caused a ripple effect where war
Right.
didn't happen.
And maybe it wasn't a war in our sense of the word. Maybe it was a scuffle over a, like, I don't know, like a cooking incident. And they would have called it a war. We wouldn't have, but in their definition, it was a war.
There were many. There were many
Yeah,
different.
so many
Anyways.
ways we could spin that.
Let him cook.
The words reverberate around, you all hear them, and if you weren't fighting for your life right now, it might be something you'd reflect on, certainly afterwards.
He's not. There's no one near him.
No, the rest of you,
Oh.
all of you are fighting for your life right now.
I'm just chilling, bro.
This is 60 seconds of trauma.
Okay, Quan, is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Think about my life choices.
Okay, fair enough. The buff, the scales buff is now active until the end of round 7. This one
Thank you for your sacrifice.
is going to run over to Casimir,
Oh, stop it.
and is going to reach out again for a melee spell attack.
Yeah, I take it.
Ooh.
I've run out of third
Ooh.
spell slots. I'm only fucking level 6. So.
Hold my son,
Okay.
you're on duty.
I don't know.
That's fine. I rolled a 3 and a 4, so it misses regardless.
Oh, easy.
This one is gonna roll over to Quan. It's gonna make the same. Oh, that's a 19 plus 6. That's
Do
a
I
25.
have? Yeah.
Disadvantage though.
Why would I have disadvantage?
Attack
None of the buffs do
rolls?
that. So that's fine.
Oh, okay.
That is 20 points of necrotic damage.
Is that then doubled?
Yes.
This is bound.
Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
It's gonna be up, down, up, down, up, down in a moment. It's gonna be about time,
Look,
I
you're
guess.
gonna
We
say
haven't had
up
someone.
dog.
Yeah, it's gonna be up, dog.
Okay.
I can't believe it. It's gonna be up, dog, guys.
Constitution saving throw. I'm rolling this at disadvantage, correct?
No, advantage.
Look at your document.
Oh yeah, sorry. Straight roll.
Look at your document.
Wow. School.
I get told off.
That
He's
is
got
a
lawyered.
21.
You succeed. Your HP is not reduced, but you do take 40 points of necrotic damage.
Are you alive?
Quan is looking extremely bad right now.
But Khan is still alive.
One heal.
This one is going to attempt to make the same roll
Heal,
against Casimir.
Oh, stop. I'm not a tank. I'm a wizard.
Is Casimir the tank?
Why does this always happen?
Constitution saving throw.
No. Okay. Con save. Do I have any advantages? No.
No.
10.
Okay, you take 18 points of damage, and your HP is reduced by 18. Your max HP.
Okay.
Oh my
If this
God.
effect reduces to 0, you do die.
That reduced me to 2 hit points.
Oh my
sorry.
God.
If your max HP reduces to 0,
Okay. Right.
this one's going to come after Mercy, and is going to make a wail. So everybody nearby within 30 feet.
Pod, give me your
Pod,
advantage.
That is Mercy. That is Quan. That is
Yes,
Casimir.
Strawberry Bobs.
Could you make a Wisdom saving throw for me?
And Bobsy Silver.
God.
Am I allowed to Silvery Bobs him or no?
This is an AoE effect. There is no attack roll for it.
It's just
22.
Wisdom saving throw, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rolled better on this one. So good
Well,
luck.
that's just upsetting, isn't it?
We're 17.
Wait, I get advantage
Oh,
on
sorry,
these- I
Casimir.
get-
You're
I
the
get
only one out
advantage
of
on
range.
these.
Sorry, Casimir. You don't need to roll.
Okay, fine. I took
Double threes?
it's a double 3, yeah, obviously.
This is the problem with each of these going first, all in a row. Mercy, what's your roll? This is
20.
DC 16. You succeed. You take 14 points of damage. You are not scared. Pod. What's your roll?
I rolled a 11.
You have a 11. You take 28 points of damage. You are frightened of everyone.
Jesus Christ.
Arvis?
Am I in range? Which creature was it?
It's the creature in the center here. So you are just in range, 30 feet.
How sad. Yeah, a wisdom saving throw, is it?
Yeah, DC 16. I'll move on to quickly. Quan, what do you roll?
It doesn't matter. I'm unconscious.
Quan is unconscious.
I rolled a 10, but I'm going to use a lucky point to re-roll that.
Yep. Fair.
Not lucky enough, unless I get some kind of additions.
28.
That's probably going to kill me. I feel like everything kills me.
Chaps,
Wait.
we have 10 rounds. to
28
last.
damage.
This is the end of round 5.
We are halfway through. One of us is down. I'm on 2 HP.
2 of you are down.
2 of us are down.
Arvis, you go down.
Do
28
I?
points.
Come.
28
Oh,
points.
now
damage.
is the time for it.
No, I had enough. I had enough to take that.
Oh shit, 28, and you're frightened of everything.
Oh, right.
Their final turn. This is the problem with all of them going, then all of you going. There's no intervening. Casimir, this is attacking you. Nope, 1 and a 2.
A 1 and a 2. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna fucking screenshot this. This is
blood
bullshit.
streaming from his ears and nose. He's gonna, I don't know, grab it by the wrist and just sail past it.
Disgusting bullshit in player chat right now.
You've rolled like a 1, 2, 3, and a 4 to hit me, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's bad.
This is what fucking happens when I jinx myself and I say, I'm chilling.
Top of the round, the circle appears. You all take 4 points of damage. If you are on the ground, that is a failed death saving throw.
Yay.
That's so sad.
The chalice does heal all
Oh.
of you should you shoot
Oh
from
look,
it.
blue circle is yeah.
Did it
Near the
glitch?
chalice. Who would have thought? Mercy. Your round. Beginning of round 6. Buffs currently active are both the scales and the compass. Good luck. Nobody has channeled. You will take 8 points if no one interacts with the Whirlwind Lantern.
What do we do?
Yeah, I'm actually a bit.
I-
I don't know what the right decision is. Shall I?
We have 5
Continue-
turns of
We
this
I
shit?
have to
4 more
continue the
turns.
ritual, right? Like if someone doesn't channel it every turn,
Somebody
the-
needs to
the
channel
ritual
the ritual.
cancels.
Yeah, I can't get it.
I haven't done it yet.
But
Like,
you're
I
so
need to do it.
far. You're so far.
I can Misty Step.
But
You
your
need to
bonus
heal,
action is
though.
healing words, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, well then, yeah, they keep being like absolutely like fucking miles away from me. So
what about
I'm
mass?
gonna
Can you
fuck
do
around
like a
here.
6-person heal?
I could do a mass healing wave, one more, but it's only gonna be 9 points of healing. Like it's not.
It gets
like,
people up. It gets
like
people up.
yeah, it's does fucking nothing in the face of 50 points of damage a turn.
It's not my fault that you all go, then they all go. It's kind of not
No,
optimal.
it's still a failed
actually.
save on the scream. Is 30 points of damage. I have 50 health.
I have 44.
I'm gonna say mildly overtuned, but it's just
Look.
mild feedback from me. I'm just gonna say like to the devs.
You
like,
guys
just,
beat.
like
You guys almost beat a CR 18 creature last like 2
yeah, I
seasons.
think you may have
You can fuck-
overcompensated, but I just you know just.
Drink
Okay,
from the
okay,
chalice.
They can fight How about
I will
6
dunk my face in
mobs?
it like it's
6 mobs, and each of them can cast an AoE that does 30 damage on a
yeah, we just get one shot.
They can cast it. They have to recharge.
Yeah, but they appear every round, don't they? I kill them and they just keep showing up.
It
But
is
who
looking a
appear?
bit
Clarify.
scary.
Clarify. You need to survive.
Don't
this.
clarify.
I mean, two of them cast like
What
it
is the problem we're talking about here, Jamie?
Alright, we'll give it a go.
Not on
Right.
the table anymore.
Right.
I've
I
had
gotta-
like 3 rounds to come to peace with the fact my character's going to get like absolute permakill.
At any point, any of you can leave, except
Oh
for
yeah, that's
Quan.
fine.
I'm
Okay,
not
cool.
leaving
We can just leave. We'll just leave.
Take your attack of opportunity, Jamie. I'm gonna go to the book. I gotta do the book, otherwise the ramping damage kills us all.
Yeah.
No, the whirlwind
No, it's the
lantern's
whirlwind
the-
lantern. I have to
Oh.
do
Yeah,
it.
so the book just cleanses all debuffs on you, but
But
you
I've
haven't
got-
got any
Whirlwind
use.
lantern.
But guys,
Oh
here's the
my
thing.
God.
I have to take an attack of opportunity to hit that lantern, and I have 2 HP. So...
Yeah.
Have you not got anything? You got no
I
misty
know,
step.
I
You
can
got no
misty
misty
step.
step. No nothing.
I can misty step and yeet myself the other way.
I mean, I haven't done the lantern yet, so I can do the lantern this turn.
There's actually nothing I can
And
do.
I was going to, like, as the next move, I'm gonna get to the lantern. But I don't know how much healing I can pump out in that amount of time.
It's okay. It's top of the round.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the chalice.
What CC do we even
Okay.
have?
Yeah.
There is
Oh, yes.
one charge currently in the chalice.
Should we have more?
Can I whisper a free secret? What does that
A
take?
free sweet nothing.
You absolutely can whisper. You can say something, an untold truth into the
If
chalice.
someone wants to drag my dead body over there, I've got loads of secrets.
I have a few.
Yeah.
I have a few. I have a few.
Is it? I thought you could only do it once, or is it one secret per?
One seat you can fit. Each person can fit it once, but that's free if you say it nearby. I feel like the chalice is quite underutilized.
I've already
The
done
scales
that.
is kind of.
It's quite under.
My secret. The
You
secret
will heal
is...
everybody if you choose to use your action to drink from it, though.
Oh, it's an AoE heal.
Yeah, I've changed it.
Oh, I
because-
had no
Alright, this is slightly busted. That's fine.
Yeah, my Mercy secret, and I guess there's a whisper. They say,
That's not allowed. You can't whisper.
yeah,
It doesn't
but
matter.
like a
You
stage-
whisper it,
stage
it
whisper.
reverberates around. Like you stage whisper, everyone hears.
Mercy will never see the promised future.
Okay. You can all hear that as it rings through. Phils, there are now 2 charges in this, so you could drink 2 lots worth as an action if you choose, or 1.
Yeah,
Think we
2.
need to do 2, or we're griefing.
Definitely.
Okay,
2.
everybody heals, and Ben, you can roll this as mercy. 1d20 plus 5 healing, and
One.
grants bless.
D20 plus 5.
Maybe I can
That's
roll it.
so. This is because it's 2 charges. It's 2d20 plus 5.
This could be
Okay.
useless or really sick.
It's a
Yeah.
double one,
Good-
so
good
we just
area.
get fucking
Could I persuade you to give me 4d10 because Pod's Beacon of Hope?
Do you guys want me to leave the room? I can leave the room. If...
Okay, yeah, Beacon of Hope maximizes all healing until I lose the concentration throw, which I have not done
Wait.
yet.
If Pod maximizes the healing, do we just?
Yeah,
Like,
then
he's
it would
like,
be-
he's like, this is his inspo moment. This is his moment. He's giving his all for this.
Have you been rolling a concentration on everything you damage you've taken?
I mean, yeah, but you barely like you've only hit me twice, but for massive amounts of damage.
Yeah, have you rolled con on that concentration?
Yeah, I have, and it's been fine.
Okay, yeah. Then if in that case, it's for everybody who's within range. It's well, all of you. You regain 45 points of HP.
Fucking hell, geezer.
Okay, I need to roll con
So
to save
absolutely,
my life.
as
These
you
fucking
drink
pods.
this red elixir that isn't quite thick enough to be blood, but definitely isn't not blood, as you chug it down, the rest of you, it kind of flows out, and through Pod's beacon and this effect, the shared bond of secrets confessed, all of you, your wounds heal, your spirit is restored, your resolve strengthened, and you are back in the fight.
I'm gonna kneel by that chalice and whisper everything I got into it. Oh, that's a pretty good artifact, that one. Maybe we should use that more.
Yes.
Point of order, Matt. Saving throws aren't ability checks. Exhaustion doesn't affect that till 3rd. Thank you.
Yeah, chat.
Yeah, chat.
Yeah, chat, Matt, chat.
This fight is totally fair. No, okay, that's my turn.
Okay, Mercy, that's your turn. Pod, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. Sugi asked for Quan's deep secret, which I guess we can do next session.
I guess it's gonna have to be an AoE heal as a button. No, wait, no. But I need to
Just
do well in
45
right?
points.
Yeah, it's good.
You
Yeah, I
need to
know.
heal.
Sorry, you're right. I should do something else. Okay, so in that case, a bonus action. All right, I'll hold it. First of all, movement. Do I have enough space? Yeah. Okay, so I run to the lantern, avoiding attack of opportunity. So down here. What do I have to do to activate this one again?
Which one is it? The
The lantern.
Woman Lance is just interacting.
Okay, yeah. So you interact with the Whirlwind Lantern.
Okay, again, all of you feel that cloying, that effect of the souls clinging onto you. They will get stored inside the lantern. It resets to 1 at the beginning of next round, and the next time you channel as a bonus action, you haven't channeled this round though.
Okay, cool. And then he snaps his fingers and disappears as hidden step. Is invisible.
You are unsure if that affects spirits with no sight, but we will move along. Arvis,
He hopes it works. It's a hope.
Arvis appears to be standing
Even if
on
got
top
no
of
sight.
the spirit.
Arvis is on top of a spirit. It melds in with him.
Oh.
I absorb the spirit and take its energy and become the Rat King.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
But on our side, right?
Oh, Chalmere. So wait, a little bit of information just kind of threw my turn off kilter. These guys can just see everything.
I didn't say that.
Like you said, like, you know, if someone was invisible, like that, they, you know, they'll see you with that sight.
I didn't say that. I said, who knows? Has Letty Sorry, is the side camera frozen?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yes.
look really smart.
Yeah, you're holding a really
Very
stank
patient.
face.
I
Really?
look
just-
like I'm judging someone really hard.
Yeah, I feel very affected by this.
I print
Okay.
screened it.
Um, DM, are either of these two creatures looking particularly hurt?
Let me remind myself. Yes, one of them is completely unharmed. The one to the north, however, has taken a fireball to the face.
Cool, and it's looking like it might be able to take it down.
Yeah, certainly.
All right. This just ain't gonna be good anyway. You try to fix it. I could disengage. Should I pop an action on the blue ball?
A bonus action.
We don't actually know what happens when you leave.
It's a
it
bonus
up. I'm
action.
assuming it's bad.
It's a bonus action to channel currently because of the Wellman anthem.
Cool, I've got a plan. Yeah, so I'm gonna move into it like this, so I'm not attack of opportunity yet. I am going to use my action on it.
The channel, absolutely. The energy
Um,
swirls around you, and you feel it. Quan, you feel alleviated every single time this ritual is done. Quan, you feel more and more yourself.
Is that
Question.
a good thing?
That's for you to decide.
Question. Do the enemies have disadvantage on saving throws?
Yes.
I would like to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Yes, absolutely. As
And to do
the
so,
shimmering
Arvis
shield
brings out.
appears around you.
Yeah, Arvis brings out a coil of wire, and he sort of spins it around himself, and it glimmers. And there's a sort of a static shock sound, and it's as if there's a kind of electromagnetic force field sort of crackling around him, very temperamentally, just sparking. Cool. So I still have 25 feet of movement. And will that get me anywhere nice? Not really. Is it safer to be near pod?
Maybe. We'll probably stop at the end of this round. FYI.
Cool. In that case, yeah, I'll just keep it shield, and I'm just going to move 25 feet this direction. No, that's an extra attack. I'll just stay where I am. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Initiative 20. Normally, when things appear, a swarming of figures. They cling to Quan. They swarm around you for a second at the admission of whatever it was around the scales, as all of it begins to haunt some of your dreams. This is a deeper, darker conglomeration of souls, and they shift immediately into the center of this ritual. A pair of black armored shoes appear leading up to plates, a black chest plate, a long gauntleted maced hand appears as a figure from each of your dreams appears in the center.
Why is he
Cool,
here?
okay, so I guess we will re-roll our characters.
What, the CR18 creature that TPK'd us in our dream sequence?
Yeah, but now he has a bunch of ads, and we're also taking constant pulsing AoE damage. So it should be easy, guys. Don't worry.
I'm thinking like a Chad Hobgoblin for my next character.
Okay, I'd just like to reiterate, guys, before you get mad at me, none of this was my choice.
No one's mad at you. No one's mad at you.
That's
No one's mad at you.
Sorry. That is a initiative of 2 on that creature. So Casimir,
I'm thinking a sexy drow paladin for my next character. What do you guys
Oh, I
think?
like that.
Could we,
Yeah.
could we do 2?
That's a cool idea. I like that idea. Yeah.
That's close.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep listening. Grabbing a drink.
Great.
You all see that appear in the center.
Maybe based on like Kevin Spacey.
No. I don't think Kevin Spacey will be reflected in my character at all, I'm afraid.
Oh, why not?
My turn. Okay. I have no 3rd level spells, so I cannot fireball anything, which feels sad.
Much.
What I can do, when our dear departed Atlas died, he left us items. which had a single-use spell in them. I was left a rock carved into a pearl-looking thing, which contained a lightning bolt, which I shall use. It is an 100-foot line, 5 foot wide. So I think he's a little baffled and thrown off kilter. Oh, I don't want that circle. By the big armored chappie from their worst nightmares. I think.
Geas affects you at the moment, FYI.
Sorry, what?
Geas does affect you at the moment.
Geas affects me, so I am commanded to run from said figure. I'm gonna lightning bolt. It's 5 foot wide, so I think if I go this way, I will hit 4 of these spirit boys.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I'll allow it. Not the main one in the center though.
Yeah, no, I'm staying away from big man. Yes, lightning bolt. That is dex saving throw, right? And I'm rolling 8d6. Google, roll 8d6.
So
Why are you using Google? Just use Roll20.
I hate Roll20. I shall not.
What? But
Roll20 does kind of suck a bit.
I can roll in
But
Roll20.
we're all
Should we roll
rolling
in
on
Roll20?
Roll20.
I normally roll in person. Roll. How do you do this? Roll /roll 8d6. Bam! 30
Hey!
points of damage from his eminence.
okay, so we'll go closest to furthest away. I roll with disadvantage. What's your DC?
17 if it is my DC.
And they fail, they take half, right?
Yes.
Cool. The one closest, that is a 11 and a 5 I rolled, so fail. How much? That's 33 points, right?
33 points.
Yep, that one's. I'll describe everything afterwards. That one is gone. This is a 16 and a 10, which I believe is a fail as well.
17 is my
so
DC.
that's 33. Yes. Yeah, this is what I've rolled though. This is a 18 and a 20 on this one, which exceeds, so it takes half. So it's this minus 17. Yes, and then this one is also one minus 17,
Heck.
which is a. So the two furthest away from you have time to kind of react and jump out the way. However, the one closest to you, that's been hit by the fireball before, the lightning bolt carves through it and it just disappears into smoke. The other one, again, it's almost full force in the face as well, and whatever energy is keeping it together still manages to, but suffers. The other two kind of scorched by it as it moves past.
Okay, I'm max HP, so I don't feel too bad about staying in melee range. We've had our boy the Whirlwind Lantern pressed recently, haven't we?
Yeah, I just did it.
Yes, but there is currently not the next. The advantage would be if you do anything to it, it does the next thing as a bonus action. But I think you've used your action anyway, right?
Yeah, I have. I'm gonna stay in this area between the book and the lantern. So if I need to use either of them, I'll probably.
You choose not to move?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in melee range. The corner of my guy shall touch the corner of his guy.
Would you describe yourself as running from the figure in the middle?
Would I describe myself presently as running from the armored black figure of our worst nightmare?
Shut the hell up, Matt. This is your fault.
No. No, I suppose Abaddon commanded me to run, didn't he? They commanded me to run.
They did, yeah.
I've not ran.
Are you happy with that outcome and decision?
Do you know what? Running would be a bitch ass move.
Okay.
So
cool.
he is going to look directly at the armored figure in the middle, and he'll say nothing, but he'll steel himself and nod and grit his teeth for whatever is to come from defying Abaddon's rule.
The effect of the oppressive magic, personality, aura, whatever it is, that forces itself on you, you resolutely stand and stare at this thing, and the effort of doing so, your blood begins out of your nose, veins burst in your eyes, you take 32 points of psychic damage.
Is there a save?
For your defiance. No. That was a while ago.
But I know. 32 points of damage. Okay, I feel
It
pretty
might
good.
have been kinder just to let Casimir walk to Abaddon.
Maybe you should have let him go to Abaddon's Empire.
Maybe we should have just let him go.
Quan, you're up.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I move in the middle of all of them?
And I made.
Where are... Yeah, you can. Yes.
Can I move like here
You can hide underneath, yep, the big one. Yep.
in his butt cape?
Yeah.
Right. Will this fuck my team? I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay, scratch that off. Where was I standing? Was I standing here?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Do I still have double movement, which I very inconveniently forgot about for the entire time I've had this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess I can move like around here, right? If I go around. So I go here and then here, or rather, not in melee range. Sorry, and here.
Yeah, if you want to avoid attack opportunity. Yep.
I am going to channel divinity. Turn the unholy. Does that work against these boyos?
That's everything that's in range. Yep.
Yep.
What's the range? 30 feet, right?
30 feet, yeah, but let me just figure that out before I finalize. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, right?
Yeah, everything around you.
Yes. So the light of Tyr shines down on me.
Christ dear.
And they need to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
Sure, I'll start with top left, right next to you. They are at disadvantage. What do they have? They have a +7. That's actually 17. That one succeeds. One to the top left afterwards. That's a 19 and a 15. That's also a success. I'll do all the non-elites first. That's a 3 and a 10. 17. Does 17 succeed?
It's DC 15.
Oh, sorry, it's disadvantage anyway as well. Yeah, so sorry, this one here fails. One of them fails, and I'm not with advantage. And the other one fails as well. So those two fail, and now I will check the big boy. There's +11, 13. He fails. So this one, the two to the direct north of you succeed. Everything else fails. What does that mean?
It means that they must spend their turns trying to move as far away from me as they can and can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of me. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use a dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
Huge.
That's
Sick.
That is
turn undead
huge.
on paladin, right? That's what it's called.
It's my channel divinity. Turn the unholy.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just checking.
unholy. That's even cooler than Turn the Undead. I might describe
wait, who's
as
it that?
unholy.
Yeah, Casimir has to run too.
Casimir, please roll. Just.
I know, I will stand. Well, thank you.
You speak about censoring themes and undead. Yep, each themes and they can see, or until it takes damage. Okay.
Okay, damage
Yeah.
breaks it. Fine.
Fair. Yeah.
So we
okay,
don't touch
sure.
these boys.
You just don't touch these guys.
Okay,
don't touch
so,
them.
Quan, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I mean, I personally would like to smite one, but I won't. I can't, so no.
Okay. Sure. This one is going to use its dash action and run away as far as it can. Casimir, you actually get an attack of opportunity against this as it runs to the wall.
Ooh, don't I? I can't make melee spell attacks as an attack of opportunity, can I? Not so good. 14. I don't think that hits.
Does not hit. Okay, so that one's run away. This one, however, is going to run forward. to here and is going to, as again, let out its wail of souls. That is going to be a Quan, Arvis, and Mercy. Please make wisdom saving throws.
Am I within 30 feet of Quan? Just about. Do you still have your spell, Quan? Your purity aura?
Do we make
I
it
always have my
advantage?
aura purity.
Good boy.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's 10 rounds, I think. Although I've just read something. Concentration.
Oh, no.
On turn undead or your beak.
No, on aura.
Yeah, you would have gone down. You were unconscious, so that's no
Yeah,
longer.
so it's goodbye bye.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So Arvis, that is. Do you have advantage?
Success 18. Wasn't that from the aura?
There is no aura currently. You have the 18 with the first roll anyway, so you succeed.
So I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, fine. Let me just roll the damage so you know what you should take.
I rolled a 4.
What?
Why?
Agonizing wail. 68.
God.
Aw.
You
I
roll
can't help
better.
them. It's a
Oh, that's-
disability. I can't.
13 points
It really
damage.
is.
You're not frightened. Mercy.
I got an 18.
13 points of damage. Not frightened. Quan, if you rolled, I think you said you rolled. That is 25 points of damage, and you're frightened.
No.
Why
I
can't you
can't be
roll
frightened.
dice?
No, I
Okay, that's that one's the end of that one turn. The figure in the center that has appeared all malevolently is going to spend its action to run 65 feet in this fucking direction and fuck off.
You're fucking fucked.
Fucked.
I'm gonna
Get
just check
the
some
fuck
spells.
out.
though.
I
I'm
took
gonna
a
check-
gas for this guy.
I love it.
I'm gonna check some spells. Just shut up.
You just got absolutely
What's
fucked.
the
That's
highest
beautiful.
level bonus action spell I can cast? It's used its action to fucking dash from you as well. What the fuck is this?
Bye, bitch.
Bye, Felicia.
Shouldn't have been undead.
No, that's
Good.
fine. It's the end of its fucking turn.
Man, you want to double necrotic on me?
Oh, swings around
this
about.
is-
Guys, we
this
might
is
all
the-
die, but this is so worth it.
This is going to roll 60 feet in this direction, and this thing is going to use its legendary fucking action.
Why does it have a legendary action? What's wrong with you?
Because it had legendary actions last time you fought it, so it has legendary actions now.
I mean, it almost
Um,
1v8 us. Like, what the hell, man?
You've got 3
TPK'd
rounds.
Us. It's 3 rounds. It took 3 rounds to TPK us.
Does it have true sight?
No.
Okay.
It's just a manifestation of Quan's concerns. And
I'm gonna
worries.
do my best to that meme of the guy just vanishing. Like,
disappearing into the fucking ether.
yeah, that's me.
It's gonna fireball you. That's what it's gonna do. Where is Casimir?
No.
It's gonna turn around, fear in its eyes. What's fireball's 20 yards, right, or 30?
Repeat your question.
How many yards? What's the range on fireball?
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius. Okay, I can't get all of you, so it's gonna go for the biggest cluster. It doesn't actually. Where's Pod? It doesn't know where Pod is.
He doesn't. Yeah, I'm invisible, so I can fuck off. That's what we can do.
Okay, it's gonna do it here. Quan,
Why?
Casimir, and Arvis. Please roll dexterity saving throws against this creature as it runs unceremoniously to the other side, turns around, lets off a fireball.
Cool. It's
Okay.
a dexterity
Personally,
saving
I was
throw.
laughing at him, but I shouldn't have.
I rolled a 22.
Are we in
Plays
Quan's happy aura? What is the range of Quan's?
Quan's
happy
happy aura.
No,
He
it's
He
not
doesn't have
very
an
big.
Yes.
I do have an aura. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
Oh, you did.
Oh, what concentration
No, I
spell?
don't-
Oh, fuck.
I don't have aura of purity, but I
Oh,
have
okay,
night
okay.
auras. Yeah.
Okay, so you lost your purity, but not your.
That's fair enough.
Doesn't
I have
he?
aura protection, which is 10 feet, so +4 to all saving throws, and devotion, which is 10 feet, can't be charmed. So both 10 feet.
Does an 18 save?
I will go through this. So, Arvis, your first dexterity saving throw. What was your roll?
That was a 5 + 8, so probably not enough. So
29
I
points of
will-
fire damage.
spend a lucky point to roll that.
Sure.
Let's see what comes out. It's not going to give me the full roll, but let's see. I can't see, it's hidden. 9 + 8. Yes, surely that's enough. Come on.
Brothers, we need to hit
9
this
+ 8.
chance.
17. No. That's 29 points of fire damage.
What the fuck?
Quan, you're
Oh
up.
no. I rolled a 22.
That's a success. You take 14 points of damage. Casimir.
18, is
I don't
that fine?
feel,
No. So is Quan, are you still up?
No.
I don't feel so good to start.
Quan, are you still up or not?
I'm out.
Okay,
I'm out.
Arvis, are you up or are you down?
What was the max damage?
29.
29. I am exactly down. Yeah.
Did
Exactly, yeah.
18 save or not?
Casimir. No.
Oh
29
yeah,
points
yeah.
of damage.
Have this mob with an over 18 DC. That's fine. I'm resistant to fire damage because I'm a tiefling. I'll have you know. So
14 points of damage.
thanks.
Are you still down or are you up?
I'm down. Yeah, I had 12 HP. Never mind.
Okay, cool. This creature is going to go and it's going to walk past Arvis's corpse and attempt to attack Mercy for the final NPC round before we restart. Mercy, it is going to attempt to attack you with a soul drain. That is going to be 80-20. That is a 16 to hit.
16 misses.
Oh. Wait.
16 misses. All right. Top of the round, everyone takes 1 point because you reset it. However, if you are down, that is an automatic failure. Casimir, are you down?
Yeah, I am. If I'm down, can I opt out of this battle? I'm not going
If
to.
you choose in your final moments to leave this, you will be returned to whatever state the current ritual room is if you think someone could help you rather than be here. However,
I will not
given
take
the
bitch
time,
maneuver.
it's 11 p.m.
Well, you asked the question.
It is the beginning of the 7th round. You have this round 1, 2, 3, technically 4 because you need to survive to the end of round 10. You have 4 more rounds to survive
Never.
until Quan is healed.
This can't be
Whatever
done.
happens over the next couple of turns, you just drink from the
We have
fucking chalice.
4 more rounds, yeah?
Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you. Dear.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Great. Loved
You
this. This was
I
wonderful.
think quite
Party
literally.
is in dire straits. This is a difficult combat because it is significant, and you are attempting to reverse a fairly significant effect to one of your characters.
I thought this session was going to be about exploring the cool new city that we have just entered. I was ready for some shopping, some taverns, and now we're all dead.
That's the most Casimir. That's the most Casimir shit. I thought we'd be
This
shopping.
honestly, this reveals that one, turn economy is obviously important, but two, like all of you rolling so high initiative and me rolling so badly is actually a problem because it's like all of you, all of them. It's just like multiplicative problems with no interruption.
And like, I know you thought you were being nice by letting us take free actions at the start for people over initiative 20, but actually it meant we couldn't hit boys. It was
You just shouldn't give out birthday nat 20s. We wouldn't be here.
Wait, did I use
Yeah.
my birthday nat 20?
No, Eski did to give you this energy.
I like how you rewarded my birthday nat 20 with like the biggest curse possible. Like,
It was the biggest.
how's that fuck? That's a
fucking
nat 1.
clarify,
That's a nat 20, by the way. That's a
I-
nat 1.
I was like, you have control over this, and you chose what to do with it. I wasn't like, you could nat 20 this to give it to Quan. I was like, you
I know, but you don't give
orchestrate
knives to
this.
3-year-olds because they could do anything.
And this one put it
You
in a
have control
fucking
of all this
power
blood magic.
socket.
Like, okay. So retconning. Obviously, we can't go back and change anything. I'm not retconning anything. But from your perspective, what would have been the best outcome? If I was to just genuinely just roll nat 20 on wisdom and just come out with the best possible thing that Pod could have done
you
in the
could have
moment.
siphoned off some of that power for yourself or others.
Surely you could have just done nothing because we
You could have
destroyed
just let it go.
It was just dissipated.
Yeah, but it was
just
about to
leaving.
explode. I thought it was going to one shot everyone. That was just my point of view.
No,
It's like,
we'd
this thing's
blown
gonna
it
fucking
up. We'd
explode.
already taken damage from it. We were done.
All right, cool. I missed.
So,
I missed
Then
it.
you were
Right,
like,
you have-
this
you have
party member, I can kill him.
The CR18 creature that you had problems with is currently running away into a wall on the other side. Do you know how NPCs can bug in games? It's running against a wall on the other side.
You see that?
Oh,
You
in the
see
corner,
that,
he's-
Jamie?
He has been shown his destiny.
He just downed two of us with a fireball. He's not running that fucking hard.
He's like
is he?
frightened and then just throws out a blind
Yeah,
fire.
but that's like one per round rather than every turn.
He had enough time to turn around, do some geometry in his mind, and be like, "Ah, yes, here I can hit 4 of them." He's not that scared, is he?
I hope everyone enjoyed, and thank you for watching. You have the chalice. Good luck. Goodbye.
Yeah, I think we just need to like literally dunk our faces into the chalice over and over again, like it's fucking
We just need to
Beldelfing's
stop.
bathwater.
We have to drop Quan into that chalice.
Do you imagine what's going to
Yeah.
happen on Initiative 20 this round?
If you have rampingly bad effects each round, we're not making it another
You
round.
all can drop out at any point. We can see who the biggest bitch is. Who would leave Quan?
None of us are big
Okay.
bitches. We've been over this.
I don't know. I'm sensitive.
I'm kind of the mind that I'm ready to be a bitch.
I feel like
Peace,
Arvis
Arvis,
is ready
peace
to
out.
drop the piece and fade
To
away.
be honest,
He's
at the
not outta
second
here.
down, I wouldn't even hold it against him.
That's the face
Oh.
of a man mourning and contemplating his exit.
I think Luke might have frozen.
Okay.
No, he's
What?
he's blinking occasionally.
Luke's like, why the fuck do I listen to these people? They have no idea how to play combat.
Poor Luke.
Oh, not that it's
That's not
helpful,
so-
but this next round is round 7, and obviously the scales and the compass run out after this round.
So this round
Oh.
is round 7. We have
then-
how many
and
Like
more
this
then
round,
rounds
you
we-
still have the
left?
buffs. Next round, you don't know.
And we lose our buffs. Good. I think we have a week to think about all the
To be fair,
secrets.
the AC buff does nothing because like they
Yeah.
don't try and hit; they just constantly fucking cast spells, so it doesn't make a difference.
What the
They
melee
are
spell
attacking
attack?
you though. No,
Melee
they're
spell
attacking you. They're
attack
melee
is
spell
amazing.
attacker. They've got you've worked out they have 2 different types of melee spell attacks and a screen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The screen has a
Mhm.
cooldown. So how many more screens do we have to do
Yo,
with?
I
That shit
need
doesn't
that
do much damage.
AC bonus, man.
Right.
I'm
Cool.
gonna get a fucking.
I mean,
one
I've
shot.
used everything outside of the book. Now I have no more things that I can use. So I
You
have
can
one more turn.
reuse the chalice and the lantern as many times as you want. It's the compass and
Oh,
the
I
scale.
see.
We
and
just
the
need
book.
to kneel
If you-
before the chalice and scream our deepest, darkest secrets into it. So we
Yeah, just
live.
constantly tell it secrets and just like ah.
Can I just
Alright, well-
make up some secret? Can I just be like, last
Oh,
Wednesday
no.
I had a dirty thought about it. Does that kind of just...
If that's
definitely
true,
consists of it,
everyone
doesn't it?
hears it. Like that's canon.
Tyr,
we still have
I
freaking
thought about taking liberties with her virtue.
I thought about looking upon her ankles.
You dirty bitch.
If you have any advice for the party from a combat perspective, feel free to reach out. Lying to the chalice of redemption is probably not.
I don't think I shall
I
lie.
mean-
It's not a lie.
We haven't tried it yet.
And that's fine, but that's
So,
canon
so-
now. Quan thought about Alara's ankles. I don't know if you want that recorded.
Absolutely.
You're
Keep us
lucky-
alive.
I am seriously going to make a backup character for next week.
I've got 2.
I'm
Maybe we can
leaving
chat.
if I die. Goodbye, guys.
in chat.
Understandable.
Thank you all for watching. Hang out with us. Goodbye. Discord is where we cry
Bye-bye.
for the week. And see you next Wednesday. Goodbye.